The third Thursday. The third Thursday.
Word up, third verse morning show. I'm Justin Hunte.
I'm Stat Quo. We in this piece is waking up. Get your ass out the bed. Did you hear what we said? Get your ass out the bed. It's time to go to work. It's time to take your kids to school. And don't be a fool. It's time to look cool. Get some breakfast. Eat some toast. Have some fun. Do the most. Get your ass out the bed. Third verse, you heard what we said. Get your ass out the bed. Get up. Get on up.
Figure. That's the remix. Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Welcome. Woosah.
It's all happening. The week's almost over.
Yes.
Thursday is the hot night. You know what I mean? Like, I used to have this theory. It used to make me feel better when I used to have to get up and go to the office every day. There's really only one dreadful day of the week for me. Like, there's really only one weekday, and that's Monday.
Really?
Right? Because Tuesday is the hump day between Monday and Wednesday. Right? So if you get to Tuesday, you get to Tuesday, you're halfway through the week. You're halfway through the week. Wednesday is hump day, so that's half the week. And then Thursday is that's basically the weekend. People go to work on Thursday 75%, 70, 78%, 82%, you know what I mean? And then Friday is actually the weekend. So there's really only one dreadful day during the week.
I don't think there's such thing as a dreadful day. I think they're all the same because I mix them up all the time.
Okay.
You know? So I don't have that mentality, but I know it's a lot of people that really dread Monday. They're dragging. They're coming off the weekend. So I don't have that mentality. I love all the days the same. It's all made up anyway. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. A day. The idea of the concept of a day is all something that was constructed. It's all made up, dog. Just like when I think about Augustus, July, Julius Caesar. You know, it starts October, Octavius. You know, it starts getting kind of crazy. It starts getting deep when you start really thinking about it. And then you think about like how they changed the new year. It originally was April 1st. That's why they call it April Fools, because originally the new year was in April. They changed it I think they say in the 1500s. And the people that still believe that the new year was on April 1st, they call them April Fools. That's where that term comes from.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know that. It's brand new information.
And every year, dog, they switch the time back. They move it forward. So what I'm basically trying to say is these days and this concept of what they give us as time, it's just some shit they can just make up and change whenever they want to. and you know, hopefully they keep Monday through Sunday the same, but they might just introduce another day of the week. They might just add another day. We can't do shit about it.
What were you telling me? You were telling me in what, Ethiopia? I'm 18 years younger. Is that what
exactly? Yeah, like you go over there. I think it's like 2018 over there right now.
It's 2018.
Yes, they think it's 2018. So going over there, just rewind the time. Nigga in his 30s back over there.
That's funny. For the morning show. I know. I'm running late today, people. It's my fault today. I don't know if you noticed there's a different background, but there was too much sunlight before.
Well, you know, Justin's a hardworking man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Coach United, he was up there. He always do 5-6 hours up there. He's thugging it out, man. Just trying to make sure everybody gets their questions asked. You gotta love a man that's respecting his community, man, and standing up for him. And then he got to get calls from me at 6 a.m. to wake him up so he can do this shit. So shout out to him, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. And appreciate everybody who tuned in to Culture United last night, too. So many great questions. We think about that as 2 shows now. You know, there's like the main discussion for the first 2 hours, and then it legitimately turns into another show, you know, after that. That's really driven by the audience.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, all these awesome people in the community section. So
I think that's like, I think more shows need to do that, and let the people that like support the show actually be a part of the show, because these are the people that's watching it anyway. What do y'all want to talk about? What's on your mind? What are y'all feeling? How do you feel about what we're saying?
right.
You know, and I think that's the future of media, honestly, where it's more interactive through the public. Just like I think the future of advertising is actually more product placement, and you're able to purchase products within what you're actually watching.
Right.
So instead of having like a separate commercial, it'll be more millions.
More millions.
What's up, guys?
DJ in the house.
His trusty teacup.
How'd your back feel?
Oh,
Not great, but
Yeah.
I'm here.
he won't take no pain medicine.
I was trying to figure out how to sit for 5 minutes. I was like, I'm trying.
Dog, why don't you, DJ, explain to the world why won't you take pain medicine?
I don't like it. What do you mean? Why I won't take it? Hurts my stomach. I'd rather have a backache than a stomach ache. It's that simple.
I'm not mad at that logic though, because that's stomach ache.
There's nothing worse ever.
There's layers to stomach ache.
Does it really hurt the stomach like that?
Yeah, I don't take. If I can, I don't take medication of any kind. Like it just doesn't go well for me. So I try not to.
Damn.
So. Yeah, remember when I had the jaw surgery and I wouldn't take pain medication either? That shit was crazy. A double jaw surgery and I couldn't. No pain.
Yeah, DJ's jaw was wired shut for like weeks. It was crazy. He lost all his
4
weight.
months.
He looked like 50 Cent when he shot that one movie. He lost all that weight.
I got skinny as hell though.
Yeah, the dude from Castaway. You was skinny as shit.
The real Ozempic.
Oh man.
Well,
gosh.
The NFL draft is tonight.
My guys, we got 2 in the top 10. Hopefully we don't screw it up.
Yo, so that defensive line, he didn't want to be with y'all because I don't really know the backstory.
Yeah, it seems like he wanted out. He wanted a new contract. And I mean, I think it works out for both. I mean, the Bengals have been pretty terrible at drafting lately. So hopefully it's a good, maybe save them from making a bad 10th pick. And the Giants, you know. I hope Jeremiah Love falls to us. I know everybody says we took Barkley in the top 5 and we ended up trading him and not getting, you know, the whatever. But I want Jeremiah Love. I know there's a lot of great defensive guys. I know like there's a few Ohio State guys. There's a Texas Tech guy. There's a Miami guy. And the Giants need help on defense too, especially with now Dexter Lawrence gone. But I still want Jeremiah Love. I wouldn't be mad at Jordan Tyson either from Arizona State. But
I seen that even though they're saying Arizona's going to take him, but even though they got a
Arizona or Tennessee. There's 2 teams before him that they say are going to take him at 3 and 4. But I still hope, you know, anything can happen. He could fall.
What's Tennessee, 4th?
Yeah.
They're definitely taking him.
Yeah, I mean, you would, but, you know, we'll see. I have faith. You got to have faith.
Arizona, it makes no sense for them to draft him. They got like 6 running backs in there. But they're stupid anyway, so they'll do some dumb shit. They got 6 running backs and no quarterback. It's fucking dumb.
And now Jacoby Brissett's holding him hostage for more money. It's pretty great.
Dumb.
Now I'm not up on this year's draft at all. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I know Mendoza from Indiana. I'm not even sure who the top prospects are outside of that. You know, so who are
David Bailey,
the main players?
David Bailey,
where they go to school?
He went to Texas Tech. He's an edge rusher. Then Jeremiah Love, he's Notre Dame running back. Then you got Sonny Styles, a linebacker from Ohio State.
Yeah, you got the kid Reese.
Yep, he's an edge rusher.
Another Ohio State guy.
Yeah,
you got you got Caleb Downs, who's probably the best safety in the country from Ohio State.
And you got that Monroe Freeland from offensive tackle from Georgia.
Yeah, and you got Maulaga. You got Bain, right? The guy from Miami.
Yep.
Bain Jr.
Is that bunch the one with the short arms?
Bunch of defensive guys. Like the top the top offensive guys besides Love and Mendoza obviously are the receiver Tate, also from Ohio State. Uh,
Carnell
the
Tate,
kid,
wide
the
receiver.
kid Jordan Tyson, the kid, the guy who's probably got the most upside, the kid from Arizona. I think he's Arizona State.
Arizona State, Jordan Tyson.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then the tight end from Oregon, I think is going to be incredible. Sadiq, wherever he falls.
Oh, he's
If
really
he falls
good.
to the right team, he's going to be awesome. He probably won't be till the middle of the first round.
What
But
about
if he
Caleb
falls-
Downs?
Yeah, he's probably the best player in the draft for real.
Yeah.
It's just safeties don't go that high usually, but probably the safest and most for sure guy that's going to be a multiple like all pro guy. Caleb Downs is probably there.
Well, they got you. Your Mel Kiper got you guys drafting Avril Reese, the New York
Yep.
Giants at 5th, and then they got you all taking the guard from Penn State, Ione, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants. At the end of the day, the Giants need a lot. So, 2 top 10 guys help. Hopefully, we don't do anything too stupid, but we could use some skill guys around. I mean, but then the Giants got a great coach. They really weren't a bad team last year. They just lost every close game, and they have a quarterback who runs headfirst into 300-pound guys. If he doesn't figure that out, it's not going to matter anyway. Jackson Dart's got to figure out how to stay upright.
The safest bet in the first round of the draft that I've seen where like you don't lose as much, or maybe they're just not publicized. It seems like offensive line.
Yeah.
Like
the Giants have found a way to pick guys that don't work out there, though. But yes, usually it's the safest bet. There and like, it's. I mean, there's a lot of
corners be losing when you.
Yeah, that's a feast or famine. Same with wide receivers.
Wide receivers.
Same with wide receivers. Same with wide receivers. Yeah. I still remember the Eagles taking Jalen Reagor, the pick before Justin Jefferson, whatever that was, 5-6 years ago. And I'm a Giant fan, so like I obviously hate the Eagles. But then the Giants felt bad and gave them Saquon Barkley for nothing, so it worked out for them. So.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. Shout out to Saquon.
But it should be fun. I'm looking forward to the draft. I always love the draft. It's one of my favorite times. So in sports, it's one of the better days of the year in sports.
Nice.
A lot of happy families, man. Shout out to the families tonight.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really, really cool experience. Draft day is a cool experience, and all sports, but especially football and basketball.
Shout out to the girlfriends who gonna be who are stood by their man all through college so he can get drafted, and then he's gonna go to the NFL and cheat on them.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that slow roll you were giving right there. I was waiting.
That's not a fact. They sit there next to him. They're holding the baby. Everything smiles and giggles. The family's there, knowing damn well as soon as this guy becomes a superstar, he's gonna have a whole roster of women if he already doesn't have one. It's just so sad.
That is one of the most fun things to watch for during the draft. All the guys with their girlfriends and the moms.
Yes. And the moms right there. The battle between the moms and the girlfriend. It's a battle. It's a battle. But yeah, shout out to the families, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting ready. Everybody cooking right now. Everybody sitting in the living room. They're just waiting. Everybody talking, the family gathering. Everybody getting over to the house around 3 or 4 o'clock. They got the music up.
Yeah.
It's a party. Thinking your kid gonna go in the first round, he end up going in the last, or he doesn't get drafted. It's a battle.
It definitely is. It's like that hope, that excitement,
Yes. I remember when was that Tony when we had the thing over at No Excuses. That was Tony.
And he went.
Snell. He went. Man, that was so crazy. So Tony Snell was I don't know what, I don't want to get into the business of it, but was a client for DJ or whatever we was doing with Marvin, and when DJ had the sports agency, and it was the NBA draft. Now it's cool. He'll be back. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Justin's gone.
I know he'll be back. Don't worry, it happens. His internet. I can hear you though. But anyway, let me finish the story. People watching. He'll be back. So this guy, it comes on the TV, and everybody's wondering if he's gonna get drafted. I just remember when they drafted him, man, the whole room erupted. It was so crazy. It was diabolical that night, man. It was an awesome memory. Shout out to young Tony Snell. You know what I mean? Out here living this life. You know what I mean? Just send a text, DJ. We are about. But I can't. Oh, you can't hear. We are, but we. You can't hear me, DJ? Oh. Oh well. DJ can't hear me. I read this, DJ. I see you can't hear me. Woo! So I'm in here by myself. Technical difficulties happen, everyone. It's just a thing that happens with computers. But I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold it down while my guys get their technicals together. You know what I mean? I appreciate everyone for joining. This is the Third Verse Morning Show. We do this every Thursday at 7 a.m. Um, Generally, I am the one that have had the terrible internet over this time. So this is a rarity, honestly, for me to have the best internet going because I am the worst internet guy in the world. I'm a morning person though, so I know a lot of people have a hard time getting up. I actually prefer the morning over the afternoon. I start dragging around like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm not as energetic, but I just wake up with this jolt of energy. You know what I'm saying? And ready to just attack the world. I'm just excited about the new day and the new like what can potentially happen. So I'm absolutely thrilled about us doing this and us doing our thing, and I appreciate everybody that rocks with us. We were just talking about the draft. I don't know how many people into that, but I personally love the NFL draft. Well, the fact that a lot of people's dreams are going to be coming true and going to the NFL, I think that's an amazing thing. Um, for the families and everybody else that's participating in what's going on. This is once again, this is the third verse. I am Stat Quo. Generally, I'm most times joined by Justin Hunt and DJ Mormile. Some people say Mormile, but I say more million. I call them more millions. Um, but they're experiencing some difficulties with their technologicals. Um, so I'm here for you and holding it down. I don't have the chat up, so I can't even see what's going on with the chat. So let's see what's going on with Justin over there. He's dealing with the technicals. You know what I mean? That's the thing about being live. You gotta fight through the drama, fight through the mess. I appreciate everybody that stay down with us while we pick up the pieces. Um, see if I can go on YouTube and see if I can see if we are still up while I'm sitting here. And I think we are still up. I can see us. And I can see the chat. Let's see. Lakers 2-0. Yes, Lakers is up 2-0. What up, K-Way, for real? I see here all y'all. You know what I'm saying? See everybody in the chat. Let's see. K-Way, what's up, big dog? Lord Racer, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Welcome to Crow It Up. That is hilarious. Thanks for everybody that joined, you know what I'm saying, today. We appreciate the super chats. I will be super chat rapping for those that ain't, um, those that have not heard, that have not joined. I will be super chat rapping today. I will be rapping on the super chats. My colleague, my homeboy, Game, he did he was talking about how the clubs are different now that Drake hasn't put anything out, and it's went down. You feel like the clubs have changed. I can't really speak to what's going on in the clubs because I don't go. Um, but from what I've been told, I think it has a lot more to do with not just Drake, but just the climate of the world right now. I mean, if you just even look at like alcohol sales are down. People are having less sex. I think people are not doing drug use is down. All that, like, people's vices are at an all time low. So I think when you have people not drinking as much. That means they're not hanging out as much. So the club scene is not the same. People don't have what I'm seeing, the disposable income to go just be out there paying $40, $50 for a drink. I don't think that's what's going on right now. I don't think people have the money like that to just be out doing that. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what the way I see it, what's going on in the world. I don't see people just ridiculously spending their money. You know what I'm saying? How do I get to the chat in here? I don't know what the fuck Justin got going on. We got to see what's we waiting on Justin. Where is Justin at? Live chat. All right, Stat, let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Uh, Justin will be back. I guess I don't know what he got going on with his phone, but he'll be back. DJ will be back. I don't know, y'all. It just got me in here. Yeah, I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with the pressure. Like I could talk. I could talk. I could tell y'all. Let's see what question y'all got. The vices are just less visible. That may be true. People are hiding their vices, but just for me, I'm just seeing it, and people are not. Look, alcohol sales are like way down. People aren't drinking as much. People aren't having as much sex. It's a period of holding. Um, People are really spending their money differently than what they used to. It's not the same. It's not as wasteful as what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So they took the dance floors. I agree with that. K-Way for real. He said that about the dance floors and implemented sections. It's really when you go to a club now, it's like a looking contest. Motherfuckers just sitting around staring at each other, looking the whole time. It's not even and we have enough music from the old school, right? I would say old school, but old music to drive what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, but because that scene is not on everybody's mind, does it? The music is not being made for the club music is not being made, and from a hip hop standpoint, you still got dance music and you know some of the other genres that kind of like are focused on that like that type of music. But I think Sexy Red
Baby Bop.
Makes a couple club songs and shit like that. More millions. The guys are back.
Man, that was my
Look at
first
it.
technical difficulty. I felt like Stat.
Hey, you see how I held it down though?
You threw it out for
You
sure.
did. The numbers are up. People
Colin
are up.
Cowherd style. Colin Cowherd had to hold it down.
I,
What I was talking to the people about because Game did this thing. He was talking about how club music and hip hop is down because Drake's not out. And I was saying that I think it's more the bigger picture is not just about Drake. It's just about where we are as a society, what we got going on. As far as like people not having the money, the disposable income. So if you look at alcohol sales, everything associated with where a club would be is all down because people don't have the disposable income as they once did. And K-Way for real gave us a super chat of $10. We'll see. He said the elimination of the dance floor and making it all sections also played a part into
I
it,
think so
which
too.
I agree with that.
I looked at the numbers yesterday, just in case that conversation came up on Culture United, and uh, the biggest long-term problem: Gen Z isn't going to the club. Gen Z consumers are 20% less likely to visit nightclubs weekly than millennials were at the same age. So young people aren't going outside the same way, and that's playing a big part of it too. I mean, the UK is even worse. In the UK, they said UK is 30%. UK is worse. 30% of UK nightclubs closed permanently between 2020 and 2023.
Do you think people, I guess Gen Z, you think it's more like a lounge scene, like they go to coffee shops and then have some music playing softly in the back? Like where's the gathering spots for that generation, you think?
According to Claude, the rise of competitive socializing, darts, axe throwing, chess, has taken roughly 10% of the market share from traditional dance clubs.
axe throwing.
Yep.
That wouldn't have been in my top 10,000 guesses.
Where
That sounds like something I would say as a joke, like ice fishing and water polo, something ridiculous. Axe throwing is incredible.
Axe throwing is crazy.
in,
First of all, who want to hang out with an axe thrower?
it's actually pretty fun.
You mean like it's like?
Well,
like,
we're
like
so
at a
DJ.
bar,
We
like-
just found
like
out
Top
we're
Golf?
hanging out. We're hanging out with an axe thrower.
You're hanging out with an axe thrower right now. You have a show with an axe thrower. They have downtown has a lot of breweries, and so a lot of times these breweries have a lot like big parking lots or a lot of space, and especially after COVID, everybody turned their outside space into a lounge area. And so one of the things that happen on weekends is you get a whole bunch of record shops that sort of pop up in these places. You'll have these things called like metal markets where all like the metal fans come, and then you'll have like these axe throwing activations. And so you go there, you get a beer, you throw an axe. There's usually 3 or 4 different targets, and it's like playing darts but with an axe. And people love it. People
Do
be
you
showing
drink
up for
beer?
it. Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to. I drink non-alcoholic beer. I like Guinness Zero. Guinness Zero got it right. Tastes just
DJ,
like Guinness.
DJ, you drink beer?
You know I don't drink beer, and the last thing I'm going to do is drink beer that's not alcoholic. That
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's the taste of it is good.
No, it isn't. That's a lie. But okay.
Justin,
It's good.
you're gonna think something Justin. Can we say beer is not good? Is that
That's a little
Homer
Homer
incredible.
Simpson-y. Like you and Homer Simpson. But all right, I'm with it. Whatever.
Beers
No,
I
no.
mean, there's all kinds of different kinds of beers. They're great. You got a stout.
think-
Maybe get yourself a lager. You know what I mean? A pilsner. Not
So
to mention the craft
I
beers.
didn't know people drink beer because it tastes good.
No, people do. They're
Yeah.
wrong. They're wrong, but they do. Like, I don't know.
For real?
Yeah.
Beer tastes great. It's a great.
Haven't you ever seen
What?
Cheers? You don't think Norm likes the taste of it, sitting on the bar at the end of the stool at the end of the
I think
bar?
he's an alcohol. I just think he's an alcoholic. At this point, he
Same.
doesn't even taste it anymore.
saying that you don't like beer is like saying you don't like soda or like juice, because there's a whole bunch of different types of beer. Like beer isn't even just one flavor.
No, you're right.
So,
They're
do
all
you eat
terrible,
truffle?
but you're right.
Do you eat truffle?
Yeah.
You clearly have terrible taste buds. I see what's going on here. It's what it is.
Okay.
You eat beer and truffle. That's like, DJ, you eat truffle?
What do you mean eat it? Like I like,
Like truffle fries?
Yeah,
Bro.
truffle fries are good.
No,
Truffle fries
no.
are good. A good
Truffle
truffle
on
fry is
anything.
good.
Truffle on anything is terrible.
That's funny.
Truffle fries? You're just killing the fries. The shitty mushroom.
Oh,
They
gosh.
don't sell those at Costco?
I'm
So-
sure they do.
So how do you guys want to do this? You want to start with some of the things we want to talk about, or do you want to knock out some of these freestyles you have for the new members and the super chats that have already started?
Whatever you want to do, big baby. I'm here.
All right, let's get the people involved right up top. Here we go. HTTR95. Why the chat do L like that last night when you don't agree with the common theme? They turn on you very, very sad. So, Stat. So this is from Culture United last night, and L isn't very concerned about this Drake lawsuit and expressed that on the show last night. And she got a lot of tomatoes in the chat. And Glasses was on last night, and he went on a epic rant about why, everybody should stop giving Drake any leeway around this because the lawsuit is so detrimental. So that's what this is about. And I tell people all the time, I don't watch the chat. I watch the super chats, but I don't watch the chat because I have to stay focused on the show. But I saw it last night when I was doing timestamps. And it is actually really fascinating how quickly a chat can change on someone. You can watch someone go from like all trophies and applause and yes, and then they say one wrong thing, it's tomato, 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 tomato. And then they say the right thing again, it's like, oh, okay, now we're back. You know what I mean? It's just an interesting thing to see from that standpoint.
So they were mad because she didn't want to talk about it, or mad because she think it's not going anywhere?
She disagrees with the premise that this is even something that's dangerous or dangerous to hip hop or music and freedom of expression. And so,
well, because not to diss her or whatever, because we like L, but she's just not understanding what's going on here. The whole point of it is dangerous. It's basically saying you can't say what you want to say on a song. It's like, okay, And once you get into that, it's already bad enough. Every podcast that people do, if they say something about somebody that even if it's true, if you don't say allegedly, people can sue you for that. That precedent has been set. So imagine if I'm doing a rap song and I'm like, and I'm mad at somebody and I'm like, you allegedly a bitch. That's how I got to say that to get it off. You know what I'm saying? I allegedly fucked your girl. You fuck boy. Or you gonna fucking sue me? What the fuck is she
That's
talking
pretty
about?
hard, actually.
allegedly, you let
That
it
would've been
be.
funny if
I
somebody did
allegedly. That's what I'm saying. That's how I got. That's the world she want to live in. We allegedly dissing motherfuckers. You allegedly a bitch. You allegedly poor. You allegedly a whore. You allegedly want to go to the store. You allegedly sleep on the
want to go to
floor.
the store.
You allegedly sleep on the floor.
No, Your Honor, I'm innocent. I said allegedly before every rhyme. I'm good. The fuck who wants to hear that other beat? I got it, man. Fuck your bitch in the clip you claim. You know what I'm saying? We want to get that.
I can't remember. Did you do a freestyle for HTTR 95 already?
I don't know, but I think I did do that. 9-5 get live.
I feel like you did this one.
I did this one because I did that for sure. But anyway, go ahead.
We got a new member. We got Roger.
Hey.
Oh, I definitely.
Nah, he's a new member right now. He just joined right now.
We here get clear with my boy Roger. We here be clear with my boy Roger. We drive, we stare with my boy Roger. We here, we clear with my boy Roger. Roger. Welcome, Roger. Welcome to the party. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the party, my brother or sister, or I don't know. Is it Roger?
Yeah.
Is that a guy?
It is.
Okay, well,
I think
my
so.
brother.
I believe so. I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, well, whatever you are, you with us.
I know I'm losing the game of chess to him right now. So.
Well,
Nice.
First of all, I'm gonna be honest, Justin. His name's smarter than yours.
It definitely.
He's got a smarter name.
Right. It definitely looks like he would be beating me at a game of chess. That's
now,
exactly
if y'all was racing, like running a race, I would say Justin's probably gonna beat Roger.
I mean, not with this Achilles scar I got in the back of my leg. I ain't beating nobody and running nowhere.
You got the fastest name on here.
DJ. I'd say you're still the fastest out of the three of us. Wow, you could have 19 Achilles scars.
Absolutely. No, I'm saying DJ. Hold on, wait a minute. DJ sounds pretty athletic. I ain't gonna lie.
It does. There's so many NBA players, pro athletes, football
players. Athlete.
It's 50-50 I'd run out of my house if it was on fire. I would have to actually think about that. Like I'd be like, if the sweating involved, it would be close. But
I'm just saying, if someone's like, DJ, Stanley, and Justin are running a race.
Oh yeah, no,
Stanley's
I'm
definitely not winning.
I'm the favorite, but I'm probably not
for
winning.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the name, like Roger. I need somebody to figure out this, like to program or to run my computer. Roger probably sound like he would know how to do that. Not more than Justin. Roger sounds smarter than Justin DJ. And me and Stanley and Roger.
Yeah, Stanley, you're up there.
I'm up there. Don't get it twisted.
You got an IT.
I got an IT vibe for sure. Pocket protector type of deal. You know what
I mean? We have another new member right here. Shogun 1188.
Oh my goodness. It's so fun with my boy Shogun. We get it done. Don't run when my boy Shogun. We get it done. Run, hun, pun, fun, done. Done with the boy Shogun. Woo-hoo!
That was good. I like that right there. That one actually sounded like you'd be on a video game.
It's the Shogun. It's the Shogun. It's the Shogun. It's the show. I'm sorry. I have so much energy in the morning. What in the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I'm like it makes me tired all over again.
I can't help it. I can't bottle it up.
Well, you've also been up like 4 hours.
I have been up, yes.
Versus guys that have been up 4 minutes. So it's like
exactly. I text you this morning. I'm like, I know DJ's not awake.
No,
I know you're not awake. I called Justin. Justin was like, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I called him back. He's like, okay, yeah, no. I mean it this time. 5 more minutes.
It worked out though. Still on time. Now the sun has been a problem. That's why I have a different camera resolution right now because the window is washing out the the shot. And so that's why we were late. We were still 7 minutes late, even though it was still early because we had.
Nah, that's that natural light, Justin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, with the worst camera. If I switch to the other camera, you can't see me at all right now. All right, we got another comment here. This is from Roger. It says, "Am I still in the early sub list? Don't care much for my internet name. Rather hear rap about me beating Justin in chess. Much love from Amsterdam." All right, go ahead. Yeah, you gotta do it over.
That boy Rozier is so fresh. Every time he beats Justin's ass in chess, he's a mess. He's the best. Rozier beats Justin in chess. He's the best. Rozier beats Justin in chess. Yes, yes, yes. Rozier beats Justin in chess. Yes, because he's the best. Yes. Don't test. Oh, yeah, anyway.
You happy? You happy, Rozier? You happy about that? Did that work out for you?
That was hard.
That was actually hard for real. We got K-Way for real right here. Big shout out to K-Way for real. He says, somewhere in NYC, there's a pack of women actively coming up with a plan to get next to these first-round draft picks. Meanwhile, there's a draft prospect looking for an ambiguous-looking woman so they can have a child named Jalen.
Damn. Well, what's crazy to me is the NFL is that's not even the sport you want to be dealing with. It's basketball if you're really just trying to hit the lotto. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
funny.
heard myself. Yeah,
No,
basketball is
that
the
was
one.
that was my fault.
Yeah, basketball is the one you want to do. But but you know, baseball, they make the most money, but it just takes longer to get there. I just seen a dude. He got the baseball. He's 26 years old. He's a rookie.
I mean, this happens a lot
Crazy.
in baseball.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
What's the age generally, DJ?
I mean, it depends, but it usually takes 3 to 4 years at least in the minors. And I mean, some guys fast track, but and you got to think some kids come out of high school and go right to the draft. Some kids go to college. I mean, Jake DeGrom, who was incredible, was a 25, 26-year-old rookie on the Mets. Which is crazy because the baseball draft thing is different. It's a lot the batting average is a lot less likely that you're going to get because there's a real minor league system. So it's not uncommon for at least 25% of the first round guys not to even make it to the pros. It doesn't exist in the other sports, because you start out in the pros. You know what I mean? It's not a, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, football just has football and baseball just have a lot more guys that get drafted. Basketball's down to what, two rounds, right? So it's 60 guys total. Right. And half of them aren't even from America, from overseas. Now it's crazy. You got 30 to 40 college guys getting drafted probably.
But I don't even think it's a big deal even about the money with NIL being the way it is. Because if you're good, you're making $2-3 million, anywhere from $2 to $4 million.
Yeah, I doubt it's that high in baseball though. College baseball.
No, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about in football. Because he was saying the girls are trying to get next to the players because they're getting drafted. I'm like, they're already getting money. They already getting $2 to $4 million a year to play football in college.
You know, I saw. Who was this talking? Who was talking about this? Was this Jay Williams talking about this? I can't remember who was talking about this, but help me with this, DJ. I saw something that said that the college athletes are paying these agents 30 to 40% of the money, whereas in the NBA it's 15%, or generally speaking.
Really?
Honestly, you're talking about percentages on the NIL money.
Exactly.
They can't do that. Contracts obviously don't. But I honestly don't know the numbers, but I have heard, because I'm not in it, but I have heard a couple guys who are in the business, it is treated a lot more like a management client. Like marketing, it's kind of the Wild West. You could charge, because it's not a contract, you could charge if a guy wants to pay that, you could charge it. My guess is it would be somewhere in the 15 to 20% range. 40 sounds crazy, but I mean, you've seen different types of record contracts that could go across the board. It's the same thing in, sports, because it's not regular. Nothing about this is regulated, which is what makes it all so crazy. Right. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a way to exploit. These college athletes, and one of the things that was crazy, just seeing and even in concept in my mind, was watching Trump sit down with all the NCAA people this year to try to figure out the NIL situation. And, this has only been going on for how many years? 4? 3?
Yeah, not many. Well,
Like they
well
just
after
now
COVID,
got
so
a
it's
check.
probably its third or fourth year. Yeah,
The shit just started.
but that's why they'll figure it out. They'll have to figure it out for to some extent at least,
Right.
because it's going to be beneficial to everybody. Like they'll figure out a way to make it, at least above board, so it's it'll become somewhat like a real league, like a professional league, and some where it can be tracked in some way. I mean, they got to just figure out a way that it's not like there's no rules. Like guys could sign contracts and then just sit out in the middle of the season and not play and treat it professional and then transfer every single year and it becomes crazy.
So this is what Gemini is saying. It says, yes, many college athletes share a significantly higher percentage of their NIL, name, image, and likeness money with agents compared to professional athletes. While pro agents are often 3 to 5%, NIL agents or street agents frequently take 15 to 30% with a median cut of about 20% for college athletes.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm just saying I know a few guys who do it. I've never heard a number higher than 20. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah. I mean, even 20 is really high.
Yeah, 20 is high, but 20 is high for a management commission, so it's not insane. It's on the higher end of a management commission. 30 and 40 is getting into I don't know, maybe it's something they completely curate and create, so it's almost like a partnership because it's coming out of the ground, but it's still high.
I'm gonna be real. Okay, so I'm just gonna parallel it to me personally. What on the music sense, when someone's not popping and they ain't got nothing going on, I would charge 20% because you don't have anything going on, which means it requires me to utilize more of relationships to get you going or whatever. But if I'm about to go work with somebody and they're the hottest shit on the planet, I'll definitely take less money to do the job because at that point you're just fielding calls. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's trying to reach out to you. I'm not actually trying.
Yeah,
I'm not actually
right.
trying
But if
to
you're
bring
a
in.
college athlete who's not popping, there really isn't much of a business there to begin
That's true.
with. But yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
it's not. It's a finite time. You know what I mean? It's not really. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like if you're a college athlete that everybody sought after, I don't think you should be getting 20%. That's my point. If you're let's just say Mendoza went back to college. Oh, do you know the guy from Oregon? What's his name? The
Dante
quarterback, Dante Moore. Dante Moore does not need to give a manager or somebody 20% of the money that he gets from his NIL. He's already, you know what I mean? He's already established. That should be
depends.
That fee should be less.
Yeah, it's all based on relationships and where you stand with the person and how you feel about the job they're doing.
Well, that's true.
It's such an individual case. It's such a case by case thing of how somebody works and how it feels, and the idea of trying to make a change if you don't want to, and if you want to deal with somebody new. There's so many variables.
Well, okay, DJ. Well, Jaden Daniels' mom representative. She should definitely get 20%. She's the mom. So yeah, if your mom, that's a different situation. If it's somebody your people's
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Of course,
it's all everything.
Yeah, you're right. Case by case, you're right.
Word up. Unk Ditto. Shout out to Unk Ditto says, all right, Stat, let's go.
Oh, I never did him. From the get go, from the get go, it's Unk Ditto, Unk Ditto, Unk Ditto. He got his own shit. He don't need no ditto because he is Unk Ditto. He don't need no. He
don't need no ditto. That's amazing.
No, he don't need no dildo. He got his own shit. He don't need no dildo.
I was like, that's not what he said.
Oh my gosh, that's a totally different rhyme. Well,
ditto and dildo go together. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It rhymes. I'm just saying.
Oh, for breakfast. For the morning, for breakfast.
Dildo for breakfast.
Shout out to Unk Ditto.
Unk Ditto.
Can't Wait For Real says clubs went downhill when they took out the dance floor. Oh, this is what you talked about earlier.
Yeah. It's true though. He's not lying.
Fat Joe said Jamaicans started Afrobeats and Nigerian artists, I'm not sure who that is, told him the hate is in his heart is why his chromes are all effed up. That made my day because Fat Joe's knees are egregious.
His knees? Well, he definitely, him and Kenny Smith should have a walking contest. I would pay to see that. Them just walking back and forth, and then we determining who's the worst walker.
I didn't realize his knees were as bad as they looked on TV until I met him in person. The way he moves. I mean, he moves like He moves like he played a different sport. To be honest, like he looks like he was a
You know, he used to walk
runner.
bad. You know, he used to walk bad before he had his hip shit. Shannon Sharp used to have a terrible walk. I was at the Patek store getting a watch, and he walked in. And when I tell you, he looked like the hunchback of Notre Dame. I was like, I would never play football, but he got his hips replaced, so he's back. But yeah, Fat Joe, they need to break both of his legs. Him and Kenny Smith, they need to break them. Shout out to Fat Joe though. You know it's all good. We love you, dog, but you know you walk crazy.
Yeah, right.
Can't have it all.
Miss Hummus, shout out to Miss Hummus. She says, if anyone else from hip hop was suing over rap battle for the battle, the culture would be putting belt to ass. Why is Drake getting a pass from us? Also, Stat, you still owe me a freestyle. Oh, that's true.
I thought I did a freestyle for her.
But she did 6 gifts.
5.
She has,
and I did.
She
and
bought
I
one
did
for
like,
7, 5 gifts.
You can't stomach when it comes to the hummus. You can't stomach when it comes to the hummus. You the realest, the smartest, and far from the dumbest. It's my dog. Her name is Miss Hummus.
Ficky. That's a remix.
Hey, yo, I actually went to Miss Hummus. Shout out to you. I actually went on your. I watched some of your content. I seen you didn't want to have your husband on the thing. He had to fix your computer. I'm all in your business. Earn K-Way for real. I subscribed. I was all on your shit, like watching. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Miss Hummus. Keep doing your thing. I'm a member of the Hummus. I love hummus. I didn't have it until I was like 35, but I'm a hummus guy. With the sourdough, man, I love hummus. When it's the red pepper one, oh my God. Oh, no, they put hummus on the charcuterie board. We talked about this, right?
Yeah, they have hummus on the charcuterie. You're right. We did talk about that.
Hummus, cheese, grapes. Come on, man. Salute my white brothers, man. My white brothers. Proud.
But do you guys think that Drake gets a pass? You know, with this lawsuit, should people be harder on him?
What pass? How's he getting the pass?
I feel like he's getting crushed. You don't think it's?
Yeah.
You don't like.
Well, I think there's a lot of people who are repositioning, right? We talked about Boosie on the Tuesday show, you know, and he's talking about how he's telling another narrative that he feels bad for Drake for all these people who just left him hanging. You know, we saw Future the other day with the Knock the shirt on. You've got a number of media members.
Shirt?
Nocta, Drake's brand. He was wearing a Nocta shirt in the studio.
This is coincidentally that he's putting an album out that could potentially be the shit and put him back on top of music and everybody. Okay, cool, all right. All right. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. We know what's going on. Right. Yo, this how it works. That's why go ahead, DJ. You know,
it's just people aligning and playing. You know, it's smart. And I mean, honestly, I hope Drake's album is incredible. So like, it would be incredible for music if it is. So like, so it's. I'm not like, what are we saying? We're saying that all artists should be like just completely like, you don't have to agree with it to not, spend your whole time bashing on it. But I guess, I don't know. I feel like he's gotten a lot of flack for it though.
Listen, Justin Hunte here has several videos where he is ripping Drake a new one.
Yep.
Culture United, generally, there's a white man up there. I forgot his name.
Professor Sky.
Oh, him and Glasses Malone might be. Glasses Malone, Professor Sky, and Justin Hunte are the greatest adversaries of the OVO nation that they have. That like when it comes to ripping Drake a new one, no one does it better than these three. They are the arch nemesis in the premises. These people right here. So as far as passes is concerned, I don't think he's gotten a pass. I defend him a little bit, and people tell me I'm old. They call me OVO Stat just because I say I like this man's music, and I say I want him to come out and do his thing. DJ, I didn't tell you this. The best thing for music is if Drake comes out and disses Kendrick again. Oh, it'll be so great. He just like, I'm petty. I'm gonna diss you for the rest of my life. Because if somebody beat me up, DJ, I'm like Manny. I'm gonna fight you every time I see you. You're not gonna just. I'm fighting you every time I see you. So I think he should diss Kendrick again. I think he should diss Joe Budden. I think he should diss. Lord, please diss Justin Hunte. Just say
please.
I can't. Front, I hate
that would
Justin
be amazing.
Hunt.
That would be amazing.
No, if he says I can't front, I hate Justin Hunte. You know what I'm saying?
I would
oh my God, I would love it.
Ghostwriting again?
No, I'm just saying I would love it. I would love it so much that I would love it. I would tease Justin for an hour.
I would love
And
it.
we'll just put
We
the
all would
video
love
up
it.
like
I mean, look, when 50 Cent held up the op list, that was a good day for me. That was a great content day.
incredible.
You know what I mean? That was, when he held it up and it was my name was on the screen. It wasn't even on the part that was folded around on the backside. Hey, I'll take it.
That day when Academic said, "Yeah, company man, where you at now, Drake?" Da, 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 da. I called Justin immediately, like, "Yes, yes, 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 you are here."
Yo, that was funny too because it looks like I never responded to that, but we talked about that in the Steve Rifkin interview. But that Rifkin wanted to join the conversation, and then I don't think we ever put that part out of it. That part
It
of the
never
discussion
came out, but you should respond to that because Drake.
I mean, I
Because
would.
I forgot one of
forgot.
these days.
Yeah.
You need to do that. He's got a lot going on.
I was waiting. It's just like it's old now, but
Yeah. So.
but I don't think of this as Drake hate though. I think that this is just straight up. Here's a guy suing hip hop because he lost a rap battle. He seemed to piss off all his friends, flirting with their girls, disrespecting their moms, whatever other stuff that happened. His popularity seems, tied to whoever's hot at a given point in time. He adds his sauce on top of it and does his thing. Here's a guy who literally started this rap battle over a decade ago and lost fantastically with very obvious things. Has grown more tone deaf over the course of his career. Says slave so many times inappropriately. Like how does the word slave come up this many times? Even two. It's 2026. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023. Drake is talking about with a SZA song. Like it's just weird, right? I don't feel like that's hate. That's just a pattern of things I noticed from the Canadian.
One second. Let me address this young lady. I appreciate her for being a fan. Hey, yo, listen, Andy Pandy.
Oh gosh.
I will show you the picture where we were sitting in the room writing the record for Cardi B. And Kendrick Lamar is from Chicago. Shut up. His parents are from Chicago. Okay? Be quiet. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know these people. You never met them. I met them all. I've been doing this for 20 years. I appreciate you for being a fan. Get out of the comments with your mess. It's not working. You look lame. That's why everybody comes at you. If you don't like what I have to say, dip. Deuces. I appreciate what you got to say, but you're wrong. Matter of fact, hold on.
He's crawling.
You should go.
Shout out to Andy Pandy.
You should go to my Instagram. This is a picture of the night in question. Okay, this is all the people that were there. That's ASAP Rocky in the middle. That's Ab Liva. That's the game. That's me, Andy Pandy. That's Ray Vaughn. That's Top Dog. That's Kanye West. Okay? That's what's the dude that got one leg that wrote for Drake?
Quentin Miller.
That's Quentin Miller. Okay? Yeah. We were all there writing a song for Cardi B. All of us. This is a real picture. It happened. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let me show you another one. Hold on.
This is great.
This is the morning
Hold
show.
on.
Third verse
Hold
morning
on.
show. Happy Third Verse Thursdays.
Look at this. Andy Pandy. How young does Kendrick look here? Like a baby, right? This is how long I've been knowing him. When I met him, he didn't have a record deal. You see that guy right there looking younger? That's me. That's me, Andy Pandy. I don't pretend. I actually do this. You just never heard of me. I'm sorry. I've done well. Google it, Andy. Google it, love. Get out of the comments with your mess. Okay? Okay? We love you. We appreciate you for being a member, but you better stop it. Stop it. I have more. I can do this all day. I got all kind of photos of these for people like you that don't believe that what's going on. You understand? Okay? And I know Justin didn't want me to do that. And he didn't want me to give her any like. Okay? But I do appreciate you. Because you listen to this more than some of my family members have listened to this. And for that, I thank you. But at the same time, get out of the comments. I'm lying. I'm the op. The op of who? Kendrick? The guy who I talk to Top Dog at least once a week. Top Dog, he was signed to TDE. Guys, Top is my friend. DJ will tell you that. Top is my friend. Dr. Dre is my friend. So I'm the op of Dr. Dre. I'm the op of Kendrick. I'm Drake's ally. I haven't talked to Boy Wonder in a minute. That would make me the op of Kendrick, right? What are you talking about? I'm the op of my friends. So I go to Dre's house and I hate Kendrick. Or I talk to Top every week and I hate Kendrick. Anyway, sorry. I had to address that. Because I just seen something in here telling me what I didn't do. And don't do that again. If you can go on Instagram, the picture's up. That was the day. I got more of these too of everything that I say. So yeah. There you go. Anyway.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know,
That young lady been doing it ever since we had this show. She be saying all kind of wild stuff. Like, yo, what's going on? What is she talking about? I'm not a misogynist. I love women, all of them. I'm a mama's boy. What are you talking about? I was raised by a black woman. Black, super black.
You know what I see? I see two passionate people who really love the third verse.
Yeah, I think it's just another person that's mad you haven't put out Statlanta. That's all it seems like to me, and I fully agree. I'm on her side.
Get the vinyl. DJ left it over here. I'm supposed to sign it. DJ left it here. This is the vinyl. Andy Pandy. I actually did have a rap career. I did it for real. Produced by Dr. Dre. You see it, Andy? I just didn't make it up. And this the only reason this is here is because DJ brought it because somebody wants me to sign it. And I have not signed it because I know this guy in real life. Why am I signing anything? You got my phone up. But this is right here on the table. I'm just saying.
Let's move forward with the conversations.
I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't help it. That's why I don't look at the comments. I'm gonna say something.
That's one of the things about community. You know, it's a lot of times like family. You know, it's like you get in arguments with people and you learn about each other's point of view that way. And I think it's a good example of it.
Appease Nicki Minaj. What are you talking about? Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Appease, nigga. What?
Yeah. Sorry, that was my matcha. My matcha coffee just arrived, guys. So
I thought you were playing Mario or something.
So order my matcha. Right
now I gotta go position my pictures back on the wall. Gotta redecorate.
Right,
You're taking that down. You're taking shit down.
Yeah.
Taking shit off the wall.
You know, and look, and I think also too, there's so many people in so many communities and audiences that never feel seen, never feel like their comments get heard. You know, and I know that Andy. My favorite thing about Andy is that she really is a fighter for the things that she believes in and the things that she supports and the artists she supports, and she is consistent, right? So whenever there's certain things that are always going to. She's always going to speak on because certain things she's always passionate about. Like whenever women MCs are not getting the credit that they deserve, which you can argue right now is one of those times, right?
Yes.
Andy is right there speaking on it, right? When it came to, this whole, when the main battle started in 2024, she was the one out here louder than anybody that I was seeing, really talking about Megan Thee Stallion all the time and how she's the one that really set this whole thing off, right? Last night on Culture United, we talked about Complex's hottest 100 rappers list, and they had Cardi B at 11. Like, how do you sell out stadiums all across the country, have a #1 album, and deliver a baby, and probably have one of the, and while going through what all kinds of turmoil that she has in her personal life, and not be ahead of Yeet. Yeet can't even, Yeet's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but for hottest right now, person who's selling out stadiums.
They had Jay-Z in the top 10. That's terrible. That's not, he should be in there.
You know what I'm saying? And so, And I appreciate that about Andy, and I love that about Andy, and I respect that not even just with her, but with people in general. Ms. Hummus was like that, right? Ms. Hummus just gave us a comment talking about why are we over here giving Drake all these passes, right? I appreciate that kind of thing. And that kind of passion also comes with a spillover sometimes. A lot of times people get so passionate that they're not necessarily realizing how what they're communicating is coming across on the other side of the screen. And there's a lot of us who felt like that when it comes to Andy as well. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of things just so you know, and anyone knows, I'm not high enough on my high horse to not respond to you at a certain point. And so when you try to tell me that my life is not my life, because I don't make things up. Me and DJ have spent the majority of our careers of not telling people what we do. You get what I'm saying? For instance, Akon, he put out, no one knew that Jeffree Star he was partners in that makeup business and make billions of dollars. No one knew that. They just thought Akon was just making music. Like, how's he got all this money? Me and DJ don't talk about the things we do. So if I get on this camera and I'm telling you something, and I'm saying it. You think I want to sound cool because I wrote something? I have written, no disrespect to Cardi B. She's doing her thing. She's killing it. But these guys know I have written for way more bigger rappers in this game than Cardi B. I have written for legends. I've been in the room with them. I have written their rhymes. If I get to talking about who I've written rhymes for, if I just wanted to be the hottest shit in the game, everybody would be over here. It'd be a whole scandal. So you think I'm gonna make up some shit? The reason I said her name is because we really did it, and Cardi doesn't care about people saying that they wrote some songs. You know what I'm saying? And as far as being a defender of Nicki Minaj, only thing I said about Nicki Minaj is when Rakim listed his top 10 rappers of all time, I felt like Nicki should be considered in the top 10 based on what she has done as an artist. Her antics and what she has done as far as that, I don't subscribe with. I'm not cool with any of that. Like I've never said that of any kind. But I'm for the female MCs. I think female, as far as rap is concerned, have been carrying shit. I think Sexy Red is probably one of the only artists that's generally making the type of music, the club music right now, that we can say that's being played, the newer songs. Who else is doing it? Nobody else has made a club record but her. So I think the ladies are carrying rap and have been carrying rap. And I don't think they get enough recognition. And if it was up to me, a woman would be the president. Women should do everything. I like women more than men. That's a fact. So I don't know. You know.
Justin doesn't agree. Around. He left.
No, I think Justin is. Justin has switched. I don't know how he switched because he switched his position. He was in a totally another spot. Now he's back into a whole nother spot. So maybe he's going to get a photo because somebody said something about him.
Man,
in the comments.
I just got to figure out a way to put this painting behind my head because I'm redoing this room. That's the only reason it's so planned because I'm the opposite of plain when usually I have crazy stuff on the walls and stuff. But literally, the only thing in this room artwork wise.
It's so ridiculous.
Where do I put this giant Stat Quo painting that used to be above the dinner table?
That is so terrible. One of the worst days ever was walking into your house and seeing that painting.
That's on my Instagram. Now you want to talk about something great on Instagram? It's you walking into my house and seeing that above the dining room table.
Man, you laugh so loud.
I still watch the video when I'm in a bad mood just to laugh all over again.
It was so terrible.
You were so upset.
I'm still upset about that painting, and the fact that you still have it.
I mean, at some point we'll auction it off, to help end homelessness.
When I came over for Thanksgiving, I was hoping that your daughter would say, "Look, Mom's the guy from the painting."
Well, you don't have the beard in the painting, so it's not as obvious,
Oh, it's different, huh?
Yeah.
So, everything good? I got my coffee. I did want to take myself from the screen too because DJ said that every time I leave, he freezes.
He can't hear.
No, I
don't.
All
right, let me
I hear
out.
It perfectly. It's just I no longer I can't hear Stat anymore. And then I come back in, and then I can't get myself back on the stage myself. So that's kind of.
But I just want to get that narrative out there, Justin, that I don't know. I was raised by a single mother. My father was not around. My grandmother's my everything. Rest in peace. I love women. DJ's mother is super important to me. Woo. I'm not going to get deep into it because I don't want to go there. But the Woo runs my universe, and they know who the Woo is. So we not getting. I don't know what this. I want to get that narrative. Shut that down. This is. Me and Justin are constantly saying our next guest will be Carrie Hilson. We're constantly saying we need to have more women. I told DJ, who manages Keisha Cole, we got to get Keisha on the show. Keisha wants to come on, but she lives in Miami. So if it was up to me, we wouldn't even have no male guests. It'd be all women. I love my guys, but the ladies are better than them for sure. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, tune in that Carrie Hilson's coming, guys. That's gonna be a thing. Shout out to Carrie.
Shout out to Carrie Hilson.
Jamal yesterday. She was telling me the type of food that she wants to eat. I had to ask. I'll Costco you to death. That's a whole big thing too. DJ hates grocery store food, and me and Justin absolutely, and everybody else, we love Costco tacos. We love the food.
Now
DJ.
we have a new poll feature that is available on StreamYard, and I want to try this out.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
Is
sorry.
grocery store food good?
Yes.
Option
Yes.
1, yes.
Yes.
Option 2,
I mean,
of course.
it's grocery store prepared food. Like obviously,
Prepared
the
food.
stuff you get from the grocery store, you make food. It's not about,
No, but Costco have these tacos. They
every
come in a
place
tray.
has those kind of things. I just don't eat
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And DJ, and then I got sandwiches one time, and this dude was tripping, talking about, and I'm like, bro, it's what you put on. It's the you got to dress it up. You got to put mayonnaise. He just over there eating it, no mayonnaise, no mustard, no nothing. Then
No,
you got
I
to
just
season
didn't
it.
want it. I want whatever.
You don't like grocery store food, but
I don't go to a grocery store for food. I go to like
You
either
do
go
go
for
there.
ingredients.
That's all it has.
You go there for ingredients to go make food at home, or you go to a restaurant where they bring you the food. I don't want to go there and buy the food. I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy the pre-made food where they sell toilet paper too. I don't want to do that.
All right,
I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that, and I'm not going to do that ever. Ever.
What about the rotisserie chickens?
I don't really want that either. Like, I mean, you mean something they bring home and then make? I'm
He
sure
don't
they're great.
he don't eat chicken on the bone. Though.
Chicken on the bone. That's right. Man, you have a lot of dietary preferences.
This guy don't eat hot
I'm
wings,
the easiest person in the world. Bring me food and bring me an iced tea. I tip really well. Air conditioning.
You don't eat chicken wings. You don't eat chicken wings, dog.
They're bones. I don't
think I've seen. I mean, I don't think I've
just
seen.
Not wanting to get messy is not crazy.
I don't think I've seen anything that we've had catered or that we've had for food at the third verse when we shoot. I don't think I've seen you eat anything.
The pizza.
You didn't like the pizza. You didn't eat the tacos.
Joe's Pizza. Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza is different.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Joe's
pretty
Pizza.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, he ate that.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Was that even? I mean, that might be before the show actually launched.
Yeah,
that is before it launched.
Yeah.
I don't, because I like after doing something, I want to go to a restaurant, sit down, grab an iced tea, order something. It makes me happy. I take phone calls. It's my life. I don't want to eat standing at a counter. Like I enjoy eating. You guys there, it's like it's like fueling up. That's not how it works for me.
Have you ever eaten chicken off of a bone?
Of course. That's how I know I don't like it.
When did you stop?
I don't know. I probably got it on my hands and went, "This is dumb," and stopped doing it.
What the sauce from the chicken?
Yeah, I mean, I used to love going to whatever Popeyes or KFC and getting the big as a kid. I don't want to do that anymore.
Do you eat buffalo strips?
Buffalo strip,
like
a chicken tender
a chicken tender with buffalo sauce on it, like buffalo wing sauce.
Yeah,
You like Buffalo Wild Wings. That's why.
Love Buffalo Wild Wings, but I get a grilled chicken sandwich and fries. Same thing I get every.
You don't never get the buffalo wings or buffalo chicken tenders?
No.
Too messy.
I don't really like buffalo sauce. It's a little spicy for me, but I don't mind it. It's good.
Yeah, you don't eat ranch because it's white.
I'm more of a honey barbecue. Definitely no white stuff. No ranch.
So he eats no white stuff. No mayonnaise, no ranch, no tartar sauce. He doesn't eat any of that.
No sour cream. No, none of that.
No sour cream.
Cheese,
no white sauce.
None of that
blue
shit.
cheese. No, that's crazy. You talking about I'm simple. Your ass
Operation
is
thumbs down.
You eat like a child, dog.
That's not true.
That's like a kid. Like, oh no, I want it plain.
I don't want it plain. I want it with something that doesn't taste terrible. That's very different. There's two different concepts. I don't eat anything plain.
What do you put on your chicken sandwich?
Depends on what the best sauce is there. Buffalo Wild Wings is honey barbecue. At Chili's is probably honey mustard. At Fridays is Jack Daniels or whatever that's called now, the whiskey sauce. It depends on what the restaurant is. But I love condiments, just good ones, not crappy ones. There are no plain.
Word up.
I'm easy. Still easy.
Roger's happy though. He says, "Now I got a victory song. I really got to try extra hard." Thanks, Stat. By the way, last night was amazing again. Yeah, appreciate you, Raj. Man, that's legitimately. I think I've only tied twice. We got to play somewhere between 12 and 20 games. I'm sure. You know what I mean? But
you keep playing. I respect that.
Yeah, that's the only way you get better. I'm trying to figure out how to see the board the way he sees the board. So we'll see. We got a new one, Mo Kife. Mo Kife is a new member.
Forget the he say she say. Forget the he say she say. It's my piece Mo Kife in the place to be. Hey, I'm the stat easy. I don't know. On the E-way with Mo Kife, what you see say. Kiefe. Why can't people have regular screen names? I appreciate you, Mo Kiefe. But please, will you get in the chat and tell us why did you name yourself Mo Kiefe?
It
Is
might
that
be his
like a
name. It might be regular where he's at. You
Mo
know,
Kiefe?
this is global.
Oh, it is go for him.
This is
It's
global.
global.
You know, it could
Mo
be anywhere.
Kiefe.
Yeah.
Because that just seems like people want to make it up like gorgeous lady 2 9 3 4 5 7 8 9 10 11 12. You know, and then say then I gotta rap that. It's kind of tough. I just gotta just go with gorgeous lady. But Mo Kiefe, we appreciate you. Thank you very much um for rocking with us, you know.
Word up. I wanted to say, for the members of this channel, not only do you get a custom Stat Quo freestyle, but we are organizing a third Versakins Fixins excursion.
Yes.
What we say when we get to 100, did we decide on that?
We didn't get a number yet, but we're gonna trying to figure it out. Because we
Okay.
and it's gonna be in Los Angeles, so I don't know how that works either. I don't know where everybody is. We just assume most of the people when we look at our analytics, a lot of the people are from out here. So
And we also have a members only live stream that we're going to start doing for people for those at the third Versakins level. And so this is going to be where we get a chance to react to music, where you guys get to hear our thoughts on songs and albums that you love and like and things that we're listening to as well. And then also, you know, any ideas that you guys have for things that you would like our perspective, insight, or opinion on. So
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I think when since Drake come out on the 15th, maybe that would be our first one because we know we can't play the music on here, but maybe
Right.
we'll do it just for the members where we actually go through song for song, but playing the music and we discuss it like right after. That might be dope.
I love that. I love that idea. I love that idea.
We've already said that as soon as he drops, as soon as me and Justin listen to it, doesn't matter what time it is, we're going live.
Now, I want to play this clip I do want to play this clip from Culture United last night because this is actually going viral. This was going viral while we were on Culture United last night. And this is Glasses Malone explaining why nobody really should even be listening to the Drake album. And we shouldn't support it at all, right? And so let's take a listen to G Malone. I'll play a couple of minutes here. It's 3 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll play some of it. Where you at? And I'd love to see you guys' thoughts on this.
I'm saying no. I don't like the idea of UMG. I don't like the idea of UMG standing in the place for hip hop. He's suing him.
They're the only ones because you won't stand in the fucking place for hip hop. So where we gotta trust UMG?
Well, I think it's
because Cameron won't stand in the place for hip hop. You won't. Gilly won't. Nobody will. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. Y'all know this is wrong. It's 2 left fucking shoes. And y'all say, well, for Duke, everything. No. Y'all know this a cardinal sin. No. Fuck that. I get it. Cam ain't tripping. Gilly not tripping. You not tripping. Fuck that. I'm tripping. Cuz wrong, foul, and dirty for that. Nigga, hip-hop put you on, nigga. The nigga that put you on is a hip-hop nigga. Use his free speech to get everything he want. And now you about to fuck it up. People could go back and fuck up hip-hop records in the past. Fuck that. And his fans, y'all some suckers if y'all don't tell him to take it down and stop it. That's the problem. Y'all keep condoning sucker shit. I've been telling y'all since I came on this motherfucker, people need hands. And y'all refuse to give them hands. Y'all refuse. Y'all keep trying to find a way to be cool for fuck the conversation. That's a real problem. That's a real problem. Fuck Cuz record. Fuck OVO as a staff record label and as a crew. And if you want to be down with OVO, fuck you too. It's that serious. Because if y'all are not telling Cuz the truth that this is wrong, here is the problem.
There's G Malone. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, DJ.
No, I want to hear your.
Punt.
I mean, I have an opinion. I want to hear that.
Glasses, my dog through and through. I've been knowing Glasses a long time. I love his passion. I love where he's coming from, and he has the exact right to feel that way. And I think Glasses is purely speaking from a perspective of what Drake is trying to do with hip hop, and he's ignoring something that I'm gonna say. And I said this before. This is strictly a business play. You know, DJ thinks it's dumb for him doing it, but he's strictly doing this because the negotiation didn't go the way he wanted it to go. The numbers got shifted, and he's trying to shift the number back. This is strictly a ploy of his team to do this to shift the numbers back. And I agree with Glasses. If you don't support what he did, don't support the music. But um, people don't care. They don't care about things like that, like as deeply as he do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they don't give a fuck about what it does to hip hop. They're not thinking about rap as in general, what it will do to freedom of speech. All they care about is this song is good and it makes me feel good when it comes on. Like they're
Yeah.
not thinking that deeply about the music. And unfortunately for Glasses, his perspective and where he stands, he's one of the only people that'll feel that way. So when he calls out certain people that speak about rap and have podcasts that speak about rap, he also has to understand these people are in a business. So um, they're not gonna say to boycott or not listen to probably the biggest selling artists in hip hop. That takes away too much of what's going on. It takes away from what they're doing. So, but I love Glasses. I love how passionate he is, and I'm glad that he's standing on that side because I believe in balance.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be everybody's loving the Giants. It should be people that
No, for
love
sure.
the Jets. So I appreciate his speech, his mentality, and I appreciate that he has the right to say what he has to say. That's me. I appreciate it.
I mean, I like from his point of view and what he's talking about, he's 10,000% correct. Like there's no
Yes.
like I agree from what he's saying and what it is challenging. What Drake is doing is challenging, is crazy. But
Mhm.
95% of people don't give a shit. Which is probably the low end, actually. 95%
Yeah.
of people don't give a shit. And and also not listening to like hip hop market share is already in a place where it is. Like if Drake's album completely tanks, it would I don't know what that would like. It is what it is. But I think that would be a crazy thing if it came out and just completely bombed for what it means for the market share for the genre. But it really comes down to most people just don't give a shit about anything, and it's like especially time spans are so short, and like if the music is incredible, he's gonna have a shot. If not, he's gonna get fucking destroyed especially by people like us. So I'm like it's something Drake's album coming out is something that's interesting and intriguing at a time where not that much is. So like whatever it is, whether you want it to be horrible, you want it to be great, you want whatever you want it to be, it's still people have an opinion. It's something people will listen to for all sides of it, and I think it'll spark an incredible conversation afterwards. So that's what May 15th marks for me. So.
I mean, that's the thing I found really interesting about this, is the number of people who are like, no, we can't support this at all, though.
Right.
And in the grand scheme of things, I think Drake's fans and people who are just interested in this broader storyline are going to trump whoever decides not to support this. I don't know if we'll necessarily see an impact on his streams. And I don't even think that would be the goal for something like this, right? And that to me is what's most interesting. And I understand it completely. Like every part of me is like, this cat is out here trying to make all the things that made his life better almost impossible or very difficult or very different for the next person to come up. I never support people who pull the ladder up behind them in any field of human endeavor. Like if I found out there was a whole bunch of in a separate room in the White House after all the college football coaches was meeting with Trump, if I found out Mendoza and a whole bunch of other quarterbacks was in the next room quietly, I'd be upset. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that kind of thing, and that's what this looks like to me.
I fully understand. I don't disagree with you. Honestly, I just don't think enough people care that it matters. That's my take on it. I'm not saying you're wrong in any way, shape, or form.
I think what'll be really interesting is seeing what happens after this album drops, right? Because I've said this multiple times. We've been waiting for all these guys to figure out what their next project's going to be.
Yep.
We saw it with Cole. We've got Kendrick's out. Truthfully, we got about 2.5 from Drake. We got at least some sexy songs for you, and we got a lot of singles, a lot of leaks, right?
Yep.
So I feel comfortable with where Drake is, with my understanding of where Drake is. But we'll see what he put together the last couple of months. We shall see. But I think after this point will be what I'll be watching for, because now the storyline is kind of complete at this point. We've got everything over the past 15 years or however long that led up to 2024, the Great Shakespearean Shakedown. And then we'll get to, sort of the conclusion or the falling action with the release of Drake's project. And I guess after that, the only things that would be missing from this conversation are a real interview or something where Kendrick and Drake talk about these things, because neither of them have already. And J. Cole did, and J. Cole, I'm not sure he did the best job clarifying, because every time I look at J. Cole now, I'm like, man, this man sat on Cameron's podcast and said that the only way he could compare it is to watching Steph and Seth in the finals, and I'm Del.
I don't know what he was talking about.
Tone deaf Cole out here making metaphors that make it sound like Kendrick and Drake are his sons,
Yeah.
But
we're gonna have me and DJ's colleague on the podcast, Money Making Matt, and him and J. Cole are very close. And I had to, because I think DJ, he told DJ he didn't really want to talk about Cole on the podcast. So he called me yesterday because he wants to come on. I just had to let him know, like, there's no way you can come up here and we're not gonna talk about J. Cole. And I basically let DJ. I talked to Matt for like an hour before I did the No Jumper interview with Adam. I told him, there's no way you're gonna come up here. You're not gonna talk about J. Cole. And his concern was he wants to speak for himself. He don't want people to think that he's speaking for Cole.
Right.
Because a lot of the things that went down in the battle, or how it went down, or everything that's surrounding Cole, he has a different opinion than per se Cole. So he doesn't want his words
to be taken as that side. I get it.
That Cole. So that's his whole thing. And I'm like, yo, we're gonna make that clear. That's you. He's a very opinionated guy, as DJ knows. Very successful in the music industry. He's our guy. Like, he's one of our guys. And if anything, J. Cole, and I told him what I said about Cole, he started laughing. I was like, yo, the album was too good. Now he wants to destroy himself because he called it the fall off. And I asked him, like, dog, how y'all let him call his shit the fall off all this time? Like, that's just not good for, like, that's like, I said, dog, your name is Money Making Matt. What if I called you broke, no money getting Matt? If that was your name, then you're not gonna get no money. So anyway, he's gonna come on and basically kind of give us, our audience and everyone here, his side of it, especially being so close to Cole, because he definitely has some opinions that are his. He just want to make sure that our audience don't assume that that's J. Cole's opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's his opinion. And just because he's close to somebody don't mean they agree. Me and DJ disagree all the time about pretty much everything. But
I actually get upset when we agree about anything. It makes me feel like I'm in a bad place, honestly. But okay.
He gets frustrated about anything, so especially when I talk about baseball. When I talk baseball, he gets so mad. You don't know anything about the sport.
Where do we got? Jeremy Cole right here says FOVO is a staff record label and a motherfucking crew.
That's crazy. Hey, yo, Glasses was really on one. He's so passionate.
I feel him. I'm not mad at it, honestly.
I love Glasses. I love that guy, man.
The people you guys talk to, what do they think about this lawsuit? You don't have to name any names, but generally, like, what's
strategy? Every attorney I've talked to, music attorney, because that's what I be conversations with, it's strictly about that. It's money. It's strategy on the other side. He's trying to get something else out of it. We looking at it like it's the money, man. When he lost value in the battle, he shouldn't have jumped in there. They came back to the table. He didn't like the number. Okay, here we go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it has to be strategy. It's definitely not cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way it's like, oh, this is a cool move. This is like people are gonna think this is an awesome idea. Like, it's honestly, I don't have that many people to talk about it. I don't even, but like, when it feels very, everything about it is strategic.
Right.
Think about this. Everybody just pay attention. If I am in negotiation with somebody, my first number, let's say my first number was 300 that y'all gave me the first time. I made that back quick. I said, you know what? I want 6. As we negotiate, y'all didn't say nothing about the 6. The 6 was cool, but we negotiating other terms. Battle goes, all of a sudden, my popularity waned, but y'all send back a number and say, you know what, we're gonna give you 3. So I lost half of the number. Y'all was cool with the 64, but now this. So what is it? Why y'all trying to penalize me for some shit? Oh, y'all doing that? Okay, cool, bet. We suing you then. Ding, 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 ding. It's strategy. He trying to get the number back up. That's what it is. And he don't give a fuck about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? His lawyers don't care about hip hop. That's what people got to understand. Why should he give a fuck about hip hop? Stop acting. And I love Glasses, but why should he care about hip hop? Because hip hop don't care about him. We the community of hip hop, right? We bash him every week. So why should he care? They never gave Drake the crown, dog. Like most Def said, his music is for Target. So why should he care about hip hop? I wouldn't care if I was him either. I don't care what happened to freedom of speech with you niggas. If I'm him, because they never cared about me. Why should I care about people that don't care about me? I'm gonna go to my fans and I'm gonna do my thing. And generally, this is the mentality I'll be trying to tell everyone. Artists do not care like that. They only care about themselves. I had a guy that I represented. And that day, I think somebody bombed something and blew up a bunch of children. It had just happened. Okay. This guy called me flipping out over something that's small because they forgot to put something in his coffee. I'm talking about losing it. And I had to stop him. I'm like, bro, did you see what just happened to those children? No, but you don't understand, man. They messing up my marketing. I said, dog, 30 kids just got blown up somewhere. Like, this what we talking about? You get what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, most times, these artists only care about what they got going on. They're not thinking about what's happening with everybody else. They're not. They're just not. They're narcissistic people. That's just what it is. Generally, you got some outliers, but generally they don't care. I'm sorry, guys. I'm on the other side of the curtain. They don't care. They don't think about you. They just want you to consume their product. That's it. Listen to my music, buy my merch, come to my show. Good night. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think,
What do you think, Justin, about that as far as artists? You like be honest.
I honestly think, artists do a really, especially right now. I think the artists, most of the artists I talk to, they understand how important their audience is more than ever right now. They realize now the only thing that's going to save them is their audience. They can't rely on the streaming platforms. They can't rely on marketing the same way. They can't rely on their labels the same way. So, they're putting way more attention on their audience in that regard. And I don't necessarily know if that, and clearly there's a lot of self-preservation in there. And this is probably the closest I've ever seen most of these artists get to, like, their audience on a daily basis, outside of meet and greets back in the day or, like, a CD signing before a show, So I definitely know that the artist is more prioritized than previously, but and that's what I think. That's what I see when I see this Iceman rollout. Like, I think that is part of what Drake is doing. Like, Glasses' point overall last night was Drake shouldn't have to do any of this. Like, he is big enough to where his fans will go outside and listen to his music regardless. He's just that type of artist. There's that much attention and light on this project, and it's going to draw attention simply by existing in the marketplace. I think that what he's doing right now is to solidify his connection with his audience because, in my opinion, he made them look terrible over the past couple of years, right? And so this is building an ice pyramid in a parking lot in Toronto and weird scavenger hunts with Pinocchio and driving around in an ice truck, all this stuff. Like, if you look at this rollout, this is his most Toronto-centered rollout ever. Pretty much everything, except for when he did that one episode of Iceman in UK while he was on tour. Everything else has been in Toronto, And so, to me, that's legitimately him solidifying his base, giving fan service to the people who were there first. Whether he cares or not, from just if things were regular standpoint, I'm not sure if we'll ever know, but I know that he looks like he knows he needs them more than ever because everybody else he was attached to over the past few years, let him know that he's not like us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's hard for me to say whether he cares or not, or if the average artist cares or not. I know at this point in time, every artist realizes that they're going to live and die by the emphatic connection they have with their bass or otherwise. And I think that that's where the future is. I mean, even J. Cole, who I think overall played it extremely well following the battle. He did the Inevitable podcast with him and his manager, just going through the history of, all the things they did together. People, a lot of fan service in there. You got nuggets around projects people loved. He created an entire blog where he's just talking to his audience directly. He's bypassing streaming for clouds, for clouds. It's clouds, yeah, clouds. His EP initially, he's doing direct to consumer, with the music and the merch and things like that. He has been in fan service mode the entire time since the battle. You can say the same thing about Drake, right? With the plot twist account, with all those old pictures and things like that. So these guys get it. But what I think that, and so we'll see whether or not, I think it's going to be effective, but I don't necessarily look at the fan experience for these guys as being the only thing, left that they really care about. All these guys are very legacy-driven people. They've been like that in their music the entire time, and I think that.
Why do they do it, Justin?
To make money.
That's what I mean.
That's what they do it, to make money.
Why, Justin? Why do people apologize when they do something wrong? They go on their Instagram and they say, "I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant to say it." Are they really sorry? Why they do it, Justin?
To continue to allow to be able to make money.
Yeah.
Why is Kanye walking out of that place?
I knew that was the next day.
Why is he doing it, Justin? So he can do the shows, right? Come on, man.
Yeah.
It gets down to it. My point is they don't care. They only care about you consuming, and whatever they can do to make you consume it, they're gonna do it. So if that means to put 1,000 tons of ice in the middle of a parking lot that has to melt and flood the street of Toronto to cause a scene to make people go get that project, he's gonna do it. If he got to make Kendrick Lamar say Kendrick is Pinocchio and his nose is growing because he's lying and put a line through it, he's gonna do it. Whatever he needs to do to sell his album, he's gonna do it. That's why I'm happy about he gonna diss Kendrick. Great. And guess what's gonna happen? Kendrick gonna mollywop his ass again. And we're gonna be here to talk about it. On the third verse. Yes. He's dissing Kendrick. He's gonna mollywop your ass again. You know why, Drake? I love you. I think you're dope. But you're not better than Kendrick Lamar at rapping. You're not. You're not as good as him. You make great songs. You have an incredible career. Kendrick Lamar, this guy right here, look at him, Drake. This is the young version of him. He's better than you. Okay, it's just part, and that's just what it is. Some people are just better. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Kendrick's better. He's just a better rapper, and you're dissing him again. And he GNX. He didn't even say nothing about you. He left you alone. He said, "You know what? I already won, but you're gonna keep poking the bear, and he gonna come back out again and bite your head off again." And me and Justin and DJ gonna sit here and laugh because every time we talk about it, more people watch. Do it again. And I hope you do it over me and DJ's brother, Boy Wonder. I hope you do it over all Boy Wonder's beats.
Wonder beats, yes, sir.
Yeah, and I hope 1 billion people go listen to it, so Boy Wonder can make as much money as possible.
I hope they chart like a motherfucker. Yep.
I hope them shits go number one, dog. I hope they go number one. I want Boy Wonder to make as much money as possible. Him and his family, his wonderful daughter. He's awesome. One of the greatest human beings on the planet Earth. Matthew Samuels, my guy. I don't care what's happening. He used to be Kendrick's guy, by the way. Just a great human being. I love him. So if that means that I'm OVO because I love Boy Wonder, gosh darn it, I am. Because I love that guy. And I love him forever. But Kendrick Lamar, I love all those people over there. Dave, all of them. Anthony, everybody associated with them. But Kendrick's a better rapper. And back to the original statement, everything that everyone does in this business, these artists you see, it's for money. They're not doing it because they like you. They're doing it because of money. That's why.
I mean, look, there's a chicken and there's the egg, right? And I definitely, money is definitely the driving motivator for a lot of decisions, particularly at this level. But I also like to think that these artists actually, at one point at least, loved it, right? And that is where I disagree with a lot of people's positioning when it comes to Drake, right? regardless of hip hop telling him that he's not culture and all this stuff, hip hop is how he got that big ass house in Toronto.
Yeah.
And that to me is a different thing, you know. So he's not even respecting the craft or the culture from that point of view. And I, bare minimum, always took him as someone who loved hip hop, right? Why else would you, you know, be so obvious about whose styles you're borrowing or arguably biting in the beginning of your career? Why else would you be so reverential to things that inspired you growing up? Why would you talk in such nuance and detail in all these interviews about Fonte and, you know, all these things that just built you and your style and your talents and that you connected with? And forget all of that now. Put all of that in jeopardy. Not necessarily just however Atlanta changed their opinion on you or whatever these fans are talking about. Like, to me, those are two different things.
But go ahead, DJ. I can tell, but we goes back to why. I just told you why. You're not listening to me.
No. Look, I understand. I get it. Right.
$300 million.
Right. No. Look. I don't want that to be. Oh. That's not the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that he's doing that is where I lose respect for him, and so many people lose respect for him because, you know, truthfully, I don't even think it had to be this way. And for it to be here now, for him to take that position, this fuck hip hop position, you know, that is another, in my opinion, confirmation about the person he's always sounded like, this self-serving, selfish kid from Canada who's been pump faking about the things he loved and is willing to burn down whatever it is for himself to get ahead. Like, to me, that also just adds confirmation to a lot of things that a lot of people feel. And I get it, it's money, but like, that's flat and boring. And actually, you know, one of the things I think that, you know, has impeded a lot of progress, you know, from a community standpoint throughout history.
What you guys say, DJ?
Wait, no, I want what do you, the last thing you said, Justin, what do you, like, impeded a lot of progress?
This is a really sellout thing to do.
Yeah,
I got my money. I got paid, bitch. What's it? I'm rich, bitch. What's it, Dave Chappelle? Like, that's what this is, right? But
it very much is. Like, I don't even think we're arguing against that. I think it's just very simple that, like, there aren't many people that get to the level that can even, like, that it matters that they do that, and like, he's now at that level, and like, it's the play he's making is definitely very anti the place that put him in the ability to be in the place to be able to do this. So like, it's like, that is very true. Like, it's very, like, against, you know, the art form and what put him in a position to be in the bazillion-dollar house and have the difference between, and the argument that he's only going to get $300 million or what, $400 million, and that's the floor that has to suffer, that he can only have. Like, so I understand. Like, it is
while he's like, selling gambling every day.
Yeah.
While he's a partner in gambling it's not like his revenue hasn't been backfilled by something else.
Yes.
He is propping up gambling to children and tearing down hip hop because feelings.
No, I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't think he cares, and I don't think
exactly.
I don't think like, and I, you know, and I don't like. I think it's blatantly obvious. So like, it's like we're all still talking about it. So
can I tell you a quick little story? Just real brief, right?
Yeah,
and this is exactly what this is. When I was a kid, me and my mom, we moved to this apartment complex, and we had white carpet. I don't know if y'all remember. Carpet used to be a thing in houses or whatever. So my mom was so excited about this white carpet. It was kind of like grayish, but it was white. And she had a white sofa, had the plastic on it. Anyway, long story short, I used to drink Kool-Aid as a kid. I know it's a stereotypical thing, but I loved Kool-Aid. Long story short, the tropical punch Kool-Aid, I spilled it all over the carpet, right? Okay. I went and to try to clean it up. But guess what I went to go try to clean it up with, guys? I poured this bleach on the stain, right? So the bleach went from red to yellow. My mother came home, and, you know, this was back in the day. She put hands on me with that belt. You know what I'm saying? She whooped me, right? But this is what Drake has done. Drake spilled, him getting in this battle, he spilled Kool-Aid on the carpet, right? Okay. The lawsuit is him pouring bleach on the shit. and now it's yellow. He tried to clean it up and thought that was the strategy to clean it up because his money was affected, and it's made it worse. He's made a mistake. Now, when Justin says, this is where I'm just gonna double back to Justin. I love Justin. But when he says you're peddling gambling to kids because you partner with state, he's a rapper. He's not concerned about what he's peddling to kids because he works in hip hop. Hip hop has been peddling bullshit to children since its inception. I write it. I'm sorry, Justin.
Since its inception is strong.
I mean, okay. Well, since we started Melly Mel and then got the gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not the beginning. Maybe the hip, that was cool.
Maybe Curtis Blow. You know, Curtis Blow is when things got a little flatter.
It started getting crazy. So
his name is Curtis Cocaine.
So what I'm saying to you is to work. This is the thing that I talked about on Culture United. Like all us artists, or everybody that works in the business, we have to take some accountability for the thing. Even journalists, people always come down on academics because he got his start with the drill rap and he was pushing it and promoting it, and they said that's how he got popular. But the music was being made in the first place. So we all stand accused of dealing in an industry that you can criticize and say that has been detrimental. So I'm not here to judge or whatever. And I feel you. I understand where you're coming from, Justin, with the stake stuff. I get it. But I mean, to say that that's any different than him standing next.
I think it's a lot different because it's a direct connection. It's one-to-one. People could lose their.
What's hip hop?
I don't know anybody could listen to a rap song and go outside and lose their entire.
I feel what you're saying. I feel
day. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's the influence. So
I'm not saying that. Look, there's levels to things. Like
I feel
you know, the younger Boozer is a really good basketball player, but I'm not talking about him like on the same level as Kyrie. You know, Caden Boozer is way better than I ever got, but he's got a long way to go before he shows up on somebody's Mount Rushmore of point guards. You know.
No, I feel you. You ain't wrong about that. I'm just saying, like, that's just like for me. That's why I was like, I don't be, you know what I'm saying? I don't be on somebody what they got to do. But at the bottom line of it, what I'm trying to say is it just goes back to my original point. They only care about the consumption of things and people consuming. They're going to placate to their audience in order to get them to consume it. And that's his whole strategy right now. And the people that love him, they actually, Glasses is right. They don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. They don't, but then they can justify anything. When you love something so much, you can justify anything they do. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is.
Right.
But he's definitely wrong. He should not be suing hip hop.
We have this comment from Shy Nose. Shy, do you have a podcast or anything like that? Because Shy Nose, man, she is so on point with a lot of just her perspective and the questions she asks. You know what I mean? Like, very rare to see such consistency in terms of brand new thoughts that I get when I read someone's comments. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shy Nose. She says, do y'all talk about PR campaigns, chatbots, false narratives for Drake online? Why does he need to do that if he's so successful? Why lie? I think this is a softball pitch to y'all.
Go ahead, DJ.
I mean, it's just like, I think it answers itself. I mean, shit. It's just part of the business. Just what everybody like. It just is like. It's just become part of the marketing narrative, which is insane. But it is like it literally has just become like, you know, part of. I don't work at a record label anymore, and I'm glad I don't work at a record label anymore, to be honest, because it's trying to think of the right way to say it.
Man, let me get it here. Don't fuck the right way. Hey, man, this shit. As long as they talking, they're purchasing.
Yeah, I mean it's
Jack Harlow. He had his hat that he had on that we made fun of. His video he came out a week later. He made the hat bigger. He doubled the hat size, turned it like this, and had it up here.
Yeah.
You think they did? You think that wasn't a conversation? You think that's not strategy? They did that shit because they know. Long as they saying something, right? It's going down. Most people. Let's just take it about this stuff. Talk about media. Most people in media a lot of them are hated. Stephen A. Smith,
Yeah.
all these different people that we hear about, Skip Bayless, all these different people. People don't like them, but they're polarizing because people will still go listen to it. So when you talk about a company, a marketing company, or someone marketing a project, they'll take your hate and turn it into something to where they can actually monetize. Like they'll take the hate that people have for you, and that's monetized. That can be monetized for people.
Yeah, polarization is one of the strongest forms of, like financial gain. Like it's like these, like that's what matters the most. Like
Yes.
the polarization, like when Mike was working with Miley, the polarization of all that was insane, but it was massive. Like it's just certain things, like when like nothing's ever good when everybody's on the same side. You got to be so big, like you got to be to a level like, like saving the world kind of shit. But I mean, in where in the business we're in, like that's what wins. Having fans and haters.
Yeah, I was told like it's a hit record when either people love it or hate it.
Yeah,
there's no in between.
It's
Like
completely like if there's no conversation, then it's just like it could get the numbers, it could get radio spins, it could get like it could fit into a playlist or fit into a top 10 list back in the day on whatever Power 106. But as far as like things that actually drive and actually like arguing, and that's what makes like that like different opinions is what makes
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. These are all three people that we would pay to see them get the brakes beat off of them.
Yeah, super fans and super haters.
That's we'll pay. People will pay $1,000 to watch Jake Paul get his ass whooped. I would. I like Floyd Mayweather, so I want him to win. But I know people that hate Floyd, and they want him to get obliterated. Now, when I say I like Floyd, because I know people in the audience, I like him as a
boxer. Yeah, I was like, I knew you were gonna.
Yeah, I like him as a boxer to men. Not anything he's got going on in his personal life has nothing to do with me. I'm talking about his skill set as a boxer. So I know in the comments, there you go supporting another. Hey, I'm not supporting anything he does. I just like him as a boxer. Let's be clear, as a boxer of the sport. So, but it's a lot of people that can't stand him because of the things he did in his personal life, and they'll pay a lot of money just to watch him get hit the brakes beat off of him. Like you said, DJ, polarizing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the business we in. Polarization is the peak. Like real polarization, where you have real super fans and then, real super detractors.
Shout out to Shy Nose. Thank you for that one.
Shy Nose. That was a Tupac. He said, Lord knows. I said, Shy Nose. Can't wait for real.
Shy Nose and Hennessy.
That was good, Justin. Welcome to the party, Chad.
Welcome to the party. Can't wait for real. Let's go fixes. Hey, I just purchased a condo in Aruba. Party at my new crib once things get settled. You got to find your way there, and can't be a Drake fan though. Hey, I'm with it. I feel like
Aruba.
Yeah, I like Aruba. You guys been to Aruba?
I've never been to Aruba.
I went once, I think. I went for Timbaland's wedding. I went for Timbaland's first wedding. Got married in Aruba. That was an incredible wedding. Oh my God, one of the greatest.
We're gonna have Timbaland on the show too. That's gonna be a fantastic episode.
Yeah. What was so great about the wedding?
Well, literally, I mean, it was a beautiful wedding, but the most ridiculous thing happened. Like Polo. Oh man, one of my favorite stories of my whole career. I didn't know if I would ever tell it. Polo
Let's go.
Came to the wedding, and he had a guest with him, and they got in an argument at the whatever. They were just whatever, Polo being Polo, and she said it was like the day before the wedding, and she's like, "Well, fuck it, I want to go home," and he just said, "Oh, I bet." And that was it. And he just walked away, and we were just doing whatever. And then, like a couple hours later, he's like, "All right, well, your flight leaves in a couple hours." She obviously didn't take, like, she was just pissed. And he said, "All right, well, your flight leaves in a couple hours." And she like went nuts. She's like, "You're really making me leave." And like whatever. And he just walked away, went to the casino, whatever. And she got her stuff, left. And that was it. We thought, but the next day, Polo never made it to the wedding. we never saw him. And then finally he shows up. He's on the last boat because it was one of those weddings that you have to like get on the like on a whatever boat to take you out to the island where he was getting married. And Polo showed up in his pajamas. And she had obviously, like before left, taken his clothes and thrown them out the window into the ocean.
Oh,
So he came to the
in pajamas.
and like still to this day, like my dad or whoever, anytime we go to like the beach or anything, he pretends like it's Polo's suit riding up, like coming up on shore from Aruba, like it made it all the way to California, and he takes stuff out and takes a picture of it and like goes, man, your suit, finally, man, we found it in the ocean. Like,
No.
like there were so many fun things about that trip. Polo like tricked me into this crazy bowling match, like he would do to me all the time. We made a ton of money against Big Rick and them. We beat Tim's guys in bowling, and I still talk about it. But like that moment when I saw Polo and you see him, and I was like, oh, that's what. Like I didn't even need to ask. I knew exactly what happened. It was incredible. But man,
and
you
to
just
the
made my
audience,
morning just saying Aruba. That made me happy.
that's Polo the Don, the producer.
Oh yeah, Polo the Don.
Yeah, Polo the Don. One of the greatest ever. One of the greatest. Super producer Polo the Don.
Yes.
That's the truth.
That made my morning. I'm awake now.
That's good. That's good. Shout out to K-Wait for that one. We got HTT Hater 95. Is that what that? I think that's what that's trying to say, right? Hater 95, Hitter 95, Hotter 95.
I don't know. I can't.
HTT
so far away
two
from me, I don't
T's.
even see it.
You know, everybody drops the vowels.
Yeah. Well, if it's dropping the vowels, it's hotter, not hater. There's only one T.
This one says DJ's the Kyle Korver of the third verse. Much needed. Kyle Korver. How you feel about that? You got range? I still haven't seen you hoop.
I mean, that's basically, if there's anything, it's that. It's somewhere between Kyle Korver and Bill Laimbeer. That's kind of the
two all-stars.
That's kind of the vibe.
You know?
Because I definitely clothesline Stat when he
That's a fact.
when he cherry picks. So
That's
I'm a lot of, but I'm definitely a 3-point shooter. No sweating. Stay like kind of basketball.
That's the last time I've been. That's the last time I've been hit with DJ did that. I haven't been hit since. Last time I've been hit.
I did tell him though. I said it the time before. I go, if you cherry pick again, I'm gonna clothesline you. And he did it again, so I clotheslined him. I'm an honest person.
I jumped up so quick off the ground.
Yeah, he did. He hit the ground so hard, and he got up so fast. I was like, wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, I got up so quick.
Let's come back to the super chats for a second, but I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on this complex hottest rappers right now list. We've talked around it, but we haven't actually taken a look at it. And so let's see, is this one? This one right here. All right, so here we go. Complex hottest rapper list. Hottest rappers right now. Okay, so number 1 we have J. Cole, 2 Drake, 3 Kendrick, 4 Youngboy, 5 Yeet, 6 Don Toliver, 7 Travis Scott, 8 Jay-Z, 9 Ye, 10 Baby Keem, 11 Cardi B. And then the list continues from there. Thoughts on the top 10?
I want to say something. DJ's family owns Complex, so we about to shit on his family because his list is messed up. I'm sorry, DJ, but this list is terrible.
I didn't even listen to who you said it was. My brain wasn't really. I didn't even make the connection because I don't understand. Is there like any sort of key to this? Is there any sort of qualitative thing, or it's just one person's opinion? Like, where does it come from?
Let me get that for you right now.
First of all, I would think that the people that have put out the most recent projects should be listed higher than those that haven't. So, and then like, I don't think Yeet should be number 5.
Yeah, if we're just making our own lists, yeah, mine doesn't look. It's not even the same zip code. But I would swap.
I would take him out of there. I wouldn't have Drake in the top 3. Right, I would have him at 3 because Kendrick put out a project before him. So I would switch that around. I would keep Youngboy right there.
I just don't understand. Like, if a list has.
Well, let's get the methodology real quick so we can
Yeah.
all get on the same page.
Okay.
So here is complex methodology for this. This list is of the hottest rappers, not the best. So
Okay.
skill isn't the determining factor. This is a temperature check on a given rapper's impact on the scene. We're judging rappers on the music they put out and its impact, while also considering how anticipated pending new releases are. We locked the list on March 24th, 2026.
Well, Jay-Z shouldn't be in the top 10, and Cardi B should be in the top 10, and it should move up ahead of Yeet, and Cardi B should be ahead of Yeet. Cardi
Is
B got the
Jay-Z
hottest too.
is Jay-Z on the list solely because he put up 2 stadium shows at Yankee Stadium? Or
That's
is there
exactly
something
what
else?
they're saying.
In a GQ interview.
No,
Like I'm
he
saying,
should.
like
That's not. No.
I'm saying that it feels like they added the active touring thing just so they could put Jay-Z on the list. Like they put like 2 letters, like, and he's somebody that they just want to have on the list. Like that's stupid. Like if Jay-Z's on the list, I mean, for what they're doing culturally or whatever, their impact, 50 Cent should be on the list. He's way
Exactly. And
like
T.I. and
Eminem should be
T.I.
on the list. Like I mean, like it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on. Like
And
I'm
T.I.
fine
should
with the
be
Mole
higher
not being
up.
on because they're not doing shit, but I'm not like I mean, Ti should be higher. Like he's got
Yeah, he should be higher up.
like he's very much in the conversation. He actually put out a good record.
Yeah. I
Young
like
Boy
Baby
should
Keem at
Young
10.
Boy should probably be 1 for real right now. Like with everything he did, with the tour he did, with the movies putting out, got people going crazy in the movie. Like if we're talking about just that, Young Boy is probably 1.
Yeah, J. Cole shouldn't be number 1.
Like, yeah. I mean, just from how they describe the list, Young Boy would be number 1 to me. Cardi B,
Yeah, I would
be number 2. Like with what's going on right now, just like all across the board, like that would probably be 1, 2 if it's specific to. I guess maybe they didn't say all the Cardi B stuff until after March 24th of how well the tour did. So maybe that's okay that she's a little lower. But like if it's today, based on that list, it's Young Boy 1, Cardi B 2, just based on maybe Kanye West 3 from what he did at SoFi. Like I mean, I don't like if you're counting touring and that's how Jay-Z gets in the top 10, then Kanye West should be above it because he did way more. So like, and he's about to do way more. But so I don't like. I mean, if they're saying it's not based on music, really, like it's or skill, it's based on music but not on skill. Then like, it's a completely different.
I mean, it's just odd in general to have Jay-Z at number 8 and he hasn't released any new music.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's like we just want to have his name there and show how, like, I mean, which is pretty much what every single list does forever when it comes to Jay-Z. But like, right. Kyle Korver says Young Boy should be number 1.
I think J. Cole. I think J. Cole should be definitely in the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, J. Cole should be up there. He put out a project. He's out there. I mean, he's one of the best. Like, I mean, even if he says he isn't, like it's like it's very like
he should be up there. I think Ye should be up there. I would move T.I. up. Everybody that put something out recently, But these are some good names. I'm not familiar with Easy the Kid. Maybe I'm not. ES the Kid. Maybe that's something.
SD Kid. He's got that Timothy Chalamet track that was all over the charts.
Oh yeah. Oh, they thought he was Timothy Chalamet, right?
Initially, I think that was the case.
Yeah, I remember him. Nah, I would push him down. I move Pooh Shiesty ahead of him for sure. Pooh Shiesty just for the robbery.
Yeah, like
that's not actually include. Well, the robbery took place in January. He wasn't.
Well, that's First Day Out, the song he dropped, huh?
Yeah, First Day Out. Yeah, he got out of jail, dropped First Day Out, robbed Gucci Mane, went to jail.
I think Gucci should be on this list too.
That's someday. They should make like a 24 hours about that. It could be like, that show with Kiefer Sutherland. It would be just his, like, hour by hour. Or whatever the thing is with the guy from ER that's like the pit. That would be crazy.
Hey, can you imagine, just 1 second, I know we're talking about the list, but can you imagine how he feels sitting in jail right now and the regret that he's going to go through to say, man, maybe I should have done that differently?
I wonder, because I think the institutionalized mindset isn't normal. It's like, your brain changes when you on substances, for example, when you're addicted to things, it changes your brain chemistry. And I think when you're institutionalized, the same thing happens. I don't think he looked at this situation. I can't imagine, how about this? I can't imagine someone in their right mind looking at this situation and allowing this shit to happen. You know, like he brought a whole bunch of people from Memphis with an ankle monitor on and robbed Gucci Mane in Texas. You know what I mean? Like, that is not a normal mindset. That is the mindset of someone who has a different view on what makes sense in life and with your time. You know, like, he had a different point to prove. Otherwise, in my mind, him and his dad and these other 8 guys would have figured out a better way to do this without, you know, wearing your ankle monitor. I don't know what else to say. Like, I look at that as someone who just had a different standard he was trying to meet. I don't look at this as somebody who was like, yeah, in the right frame of mind to avoid this. So in that regard, I'm not sure how long it'll take for him to be regretful, but I don't think he's thinking about it right now, to be honest. I think he's probably happy to be another place where he's also comfortable, because that tends to be what happens when you're institutionalized.
Damn, that shit is. I hate that whole situation, man. I know he's focusing on the list. I just hate that. Just all the way around. I hate everything that happened with that.
Right.
Even for Gucci and is it more names on the list? Is it that many
They
names?
go up to 100, but down here at number 100 we have LaRussell.
Oh. Why they doing? Why they got my man at? They got him at 100.
Right, but I think that's actually a really good thing for LaRussell, because without the year that LaRussell's
playing him, dog, that's not cool.
Dog, man. I can't imagine Complex putting LaRussell on a list like this ever. If it wasn't
DJ, call Jamie, man. Call Jamie, man. Get Jamie on the jack, dog. Call Jamie, man. We got to figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing to be for LaRussell. You don't think that LaRussell? I can't imagine Complex taking LaRussell, the type of music he makes, you know, where his brand is, and putting him on this if it wasn't for the recent success that he's had, if he wasn't so heaven sent, including the heaven sent stuff. Because the heaven sent conversation to me is what makes him one of the hottest rappers right now. And that's at 100. Like, legitimately speaking, that is one of the biggest storylines of 2026. And he is sitting at 100.
He shouldn't be at 100.
And I don't think he's there without that storyline. Without Heaven Sent, I don't think he's at 100. I don't think he's on the list at all.
Nah, he should be on the list for sure. He was impactful in hip hop.
No, it's not impactful. Hottest right now.
I mean, he was hot enough to get people up in arms with that story.
Because he went to dinner with Jay-Z.
Well, nah, because he got his independent grind. He's done a lot of stuff.
I know that. You know that. The general public, I don't think, knows that. And I don't think anybody really thinks about LaRussell, the power of LaRussell being his music. We like his movement. We like what it looks like he represents. We like the way that he's touching the people. We like the campaigns he's been on. And when you have what just happened with Heaven Sent, a lot of us, I mean, not us on this in this conversation, but for a lot of people, that was the first time they really met LaRussell. Like, they might have heard about him in passing, but I think that was the first time that they really got to see the type of person he was or wasn't, or got close enough to see, you know, a conversation about him. And I think that is why he's on this list. And I in that regard, I think this is actually a really successful thing, because I'm still surprised to see LaRussell at 100. But I don't think without the Jay-Z thing, without the Heaven Sent thing, without all that stuff, there's no way I think he even makes it to this list. I don't think he fits the Complex brand, truthfully, at all.
Well, I'm gonna say this too. Me and DJ have given advice to clients and told them not to do things. And let this be a tale to everyone watching. If you got people in your life, I definitely got people in my life that tell me when I'm messing up. Listen to your people, man. Don't be stubborn. Like, you know what? I'm gonna take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope LaRussell is in a place now where he can say, maybe I shouldn't have dropped "Oh Heaven Sent." You know, maybe I should have had some different lyrics for that hook. That boy said. That boy's that. I don't know. You know what he said.
Maybe you shouldn't tell the world that the world is slow.
Maybe you should tell the world that the devil is Heaven Sent, even though according to the Bible it is. But we're not trying to hear that right now. That's not what we're trying to hear right now. You know what I mean? That's not what the people want. Right. You got to give the people what they want, baby. Got to give the people what they got. Give the people what they want. Got to give the people. Give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want, man. The people want the people want what they want, man.
Any other comments on the complex list?
Yeah, I just wanted to get that. I just wanted to get that off that Jay-Z shouldn't be in the top 10. That's crazy.
Right.
And I think Cardi B should definitely be in the top 10.
We got K-Way for real. He says they licking public ice, Justin. Public ice. He's talking about some of the memes that have come out of this Drake.
The Fed with the ice sculpture or whatever.
They were licking that?
Yeah.
Well,
Drake.
I'm sure some of those people have put their mouth on some far worse things than that Ice Cube. At least the ice ain't been with like 1,000 people. And you know what we have not discussed? This is me and Justin have talked about this, not online. Calling your album Iceman with all the ice stuff going on right now is kind of tone deaf. I'm just gonna say, Ice is we're having a bad time for Ice right now. You like you're calling your album Iceman with all the ice shit happening right now. This is not a good time in America for Ice anything. So I think he should have been the hot man. He should have been the opposite of Ice, because Ice ain't having a good couple of months. I'm just saying. Am I right or wrong, Justin? We talked about this.
I'm 100% with it. I'm 100% with it. You know, I think it's on brand though, sadly, and I think that really speaks to how much he doesn't care. Like, to me, that's another touch point.
Yeah.
You know,
I would be avoiding ice. When I go to a restaurant, ice for you. No, ice, please. No ice right now. We gotta wait for ice.
Just tea. No, just tea. Just tea. No, not hot tea. Just tea. No
DJ
ice.
just told DJ said no ice right now. He's not even putting ice in the green tea. I just seen it.
Ridiculous.
Oh man. Next one right here from K-Way says Drake is indirectly pushing the Project 2025 agenda and strategically aligned with MAGA like-minded politics. Politics aside, this is wrong, and he's been wrong before we even got to the lawsuit.
K-Way, I'm just saying, I don't know if Drake has never been political. That's Justin's problem with him. So I can't say that, but I think he's definitely tone deaf with this, calling his shit the Iceman. But that's one of Justin's main problems. I think if Drake was pushing an agenda, I think Justin would have a lot more respect for him than he does, because he doesn't say
it's not even that framing, because you can argue that he is pushing an agenda by the way he approaches it. His agenda is excess and debauchery and, conditional loyalty. That to me is an agenda in itself. It's not necessarily about him agreeing with things that I'm saying. It's to talk about other things other than those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not telling him to do this. I'm saying for him or anybody to reach a certain level of reverence in my ear, in my mind, in my perspective, it comes with other things that you just haven't really seen from Drake, right? I'm not telling him he needs to talk about problems in America or problems anywhere, but there's got to be more to life than how everything is affecting me, which is him. That's what I get from his music. Me, in various ways. And then over the course of his career, the self-awareness starts to slip. The course of his career becomes, look what everybody's doing to me, me. Slaves. He's got too many Confederate bars for mine.
Slaves.
He's got too many Confederate bars for my liking, or for my taste rather. Whether I like it or not is different.
Yeah, I don't hear it like that. I hear the excess what you're talking about, but I mean that's just the braggadocious shit that a lot of rappers do. So, but yeah, he's not American, so I don't put that on him. He's Canada.
Well, that's what I mean. But that to me is the part that I think would be interesting, right? It's not like Canada don't gotta have things to talk about. They don't have to be things that I agree with. Like, I don't like Tom MacDonald at all, but at least Tom MacDonald's got, a point of view. You know, I can't think of any other genre where that doesn't creep in at some point in time when it comes to black genres of music, even on a global sense. Like, I can't listen to too much Afrobeat before I start running into things that are happening on the ground in Nigeria or whatever country they're talking about. Apiano, same thing. You know, Caribbean, reggae, reggaeton. Like, you know, there's not too much stuff that I can listen to without, after a certain point, I start getting closer to some of the things that are challenging for the people of that place. That's not the case with Drake. I'm not even saying he got it. My man's out here, Iceman. I was on Culture United last night, just, hey, devil's advocate. You know, he's not from America. Ice isn't a thing in Canada. Maybe, you know, the whole rollout is Toronto focused, right? Even if I psychologically play devil's advocate with myself, I can come to a position, right? So there may be no political context to that, which is fine, I guess. He has to know where a huge chunk of his audience already is, and I think it's weird to ignore that or intentional to ignore that. But that pattern is persistent throughout his career. I just get all the people doing Drake wrong, or all the women doing Drake wrong, or, you know, and then excess. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you think the government tried to license Ice Ice Baby? And like, and they should like play that like on, you know,
that would be so dope. Actually, that would be incredible.
You know, because Trump do those inappropriate.
That would crush.
Going on.
I'd be into that. If you're gonna go for it, take the full swing.
Like, I mean, because he's hated at a level that he should go all the way. He should take it.
Speaking of polarizing, he's the world record holder in polarizing.
Exactly, he's the most hated man on the planet Earth. So he should definitely.
From his people, the most like he was the definition of polarizing.
Exactly, because this is what I don't like about anyone, and I can say this about Drake or any public figure. I can't stand when you love someone to a point to where you see no fault in them. You know, we all have faults. Everybody on this, us three up here, we're not right all the time. We're wrong sometimes. I wouldn't want somebody to love me and not be able to criticize me and say, you know what, I didn't like that opinion, Stat. Maybe you should think about it like this. Or I love that opinion. Because that's when like when you blindly love someone and you can't say, hey, yo, that's wrong. Like when people are suffering and then, you know, I'm just saying Trump because we mentioned it. Then he put up a picture of the bathroom that they're redoing in the White House. It's not a good time for that. It's not the time for us to be putting that up. You know what I'm saying? Or when Kamala Harris was doing her interviews and they're like, I love Kamala, but when she was stumbling over the questions, can we say that, hey, she wasn't really prepared, or maybe she was a little, you know what I'm saying? We're able to say someone is not on point, and that don't mean that you hate them, or that don't mean you gotta love them all the time. Nobody's perfect all the time. So I love when people, I hate when people have no objectivity when it comes to the people that they are necessarily behind. Like, it's no way. I can say that I love the Dodgers. Hey, they lost last night. They didn't hit the ball well. They didn't hit the ball. They weren't good. Shohei pitched. They didn't support him. But I still love the Dodgers. But nah, man, no. It's okay. No, what happened? The such and such, the Giants cheated. That's why they lost the game, man. No, they cheated. They stealing signs. That's why they couldn't hit the ball. No. They were striking out. And they didn't hit the ball well, so they lost. That don't mean I hate the Dodgers. That means everybody has a bad game. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So Drake has had some bad games for you, Justin. But that don't mean it's all bad. You know what I mean?
Drake is like the owner of the Portland Trail Blazers. You guys see this owner of the Portland Trail Blazers? Let's pull up the owner of the Portland Trail Blazers real quick. I think I shared that in the group chat. Let me go.
That's crazy.
Fast. That's who he's like. It's not a bad few games to me. You know, there's a fundamental disconnect in the operations.
Bad few decades.
That dude is tripping. I'm gonna go ahead before you even pull it up. I'm gonna say he's tripping.
This is crazy.
He's not he's pretty much. I probably would be like that if I was a owner of a basketball team, trying to get everything as cheap as possible.
Yeah. Like, what's the going rate for coaches? $5 million.
Dude was like, you know what? Oh, so everybody's giving the fans T-shirts when they buy. No T-shirts. No T-shirts. The coach, We're gonna pay him $500,000, even though every other coach is making like $9 million. Get rid of the seats in the arena. Make them stand up and watch the game.
Do like Soul Plane, where they had like where everybody's like in the.
That dude is an asshole.
You're right. This is a fundamental defect,
He's a jerk.
in my opinion. Right. Here's the owner of the Blazers for people who are not sure what we're talking about. Blazers fans roast new owner over cost cuts. The honeymoon is over if it ever existed for the new Blazers owner, Tom Dunn. Why it matters. A series of stories detailing the billionaire's attempt to cut costs with the team have landed poorly with the fan base. Context. Dundon, whose name sounds like a sound effect from Law and Order, has reportedly made a number of unpopular moves to save money per The Athletic. He clamped down on late checkouts at hotels and opted out of the customary free T-shirts for fans at playoff games. He also left behind the team's two-way players and a photographer when traveling for the playoffs and is considering getting rid of one of the team's two mascots. What they're saying, this is a real concern over Dun-Dun-Dun's spending habits. But after the Blazers stole a road victory in San Antonio on Tuesday, many couldn't help but have some fun at the new guy's expense. Tom Dun-Dun-Dun taking everyone to Cold Stone after the game to split a large sundae 18 ways. Report, Tom Dun-Dun-Dun doesn't think the Blazers should have more than 5 players on the roster, citing only 5 guys can be on the court at a time. And I'm not paying anyone to sit around. Tom Dun-Dun-Dun is going to make the Blazers earn all their points at the free throw line only because 3 and 2 are more than 1.
Well, not to cut you off, but
That's
apparently he doesn't want the team there. He want to move the team. So he's gonna try to trash it. The attendance gonna be down. Then he's gonna be like, I want to move the team. Y'all
So he's trying to do. So it's like Major League.
Yes,
that is exactly Major League. So the script of Major League, like when she took away the hot showers and turned the water off and made them take the bus and the plane with the propellers came, like that.
That's exactly what he's doing.
It's literally Major League.
That's what's happening.
That's
exactly what it is. It's a perfect. That's a perfect metaphor.
Dun, dun. That's the Law and Order sound.
Is it dun dun? What is it?
Yeah, dun dun.
That's dun dun. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch the show, but I like dun dun dun.
Shout out to Ice-T. Shout out to Ice-T. My dog Ice-T, man. Law and Order. Shout out to Law and Order with Ice-T.
What, he just become like the longest? Didn't he just become like the guy playing the single character the longest in television history or some crazy in drama history? Some crazy stat I saw. I mean, it's been 28 years, which is crazy.
With the least lines, though. He say like 2 things. This comedian.
No, he's got a real role in that show.
Really?
Got a real role. He's like the lead detective. Like he's like one of the heads of the department now.
I love Ice.
I mean, it's crazy. I still watch that show 27 years later, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Portland, he's trying to get that team out of there. He wants to go to another market. It's too much rain for him up there. He want to get out of there. DJ has a place in Portland, so he loves Portland.
They have great food.
He's the longest running male actor in a primetime scripted series in U.S. history. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
He's been on 400 episodes over 27 years. That's think about how crazy. Ice-T we're talking about. Literally, I mean, that's incredible.
One of the original creators of gangster rap.
I mean, that's incredible. On network television for 27 years. Think about all the things that got to break right for that to happen. That's incredible. First of all, show's got to be on 27 years with humans in it, which is crazy.
He couldn't get that show today based on that song that he made, the C Killer joint, whatever. They would have canceled him.
Well, I mean, that goes for almost every single person from that. Like, I mean, the world is different.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time. What's crazy? When God rest his soul, when DMX battled Snoop Dogg in the verses, and they was playing some of DMX's songs and the words, and they was playing it, I was just like, whoa. Like, cause listening to them songs in context of today, and some of the things that he was saying in the verses, the words that we have taken from our vocabulary, I was like, yikes. I'm like,
Is it? I think it's X is coming. That always I'm like, man, that song could not exist today.
it was crazy.
My man he says, I don't even want to repeat it. I
Don't
repeat
even
what he
do
said.
it.
I'm not even
Don't
gonna
do it.
But like,
Don't do it. But just know
that is
if
one of the
y'all,
worst things I've ever heard. There's no way. And this is the biggest album that year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is a top-selling, major release with the entire industry pushed behind it. And sitting at track 8 is one of the things. I don't know.
So when you talk about Ice-T having the longest run in television history, and that song that he made, like that made big news when that came out. That was they was boycotting that song or whatever, I don't think the network would have been too keen to him
I'll be right back.
to him being on the show at that point. You know what I mean?
Right. We got the next one from Miss Hummus again. Says, Stat, riddle me this. Would Drake be suing over this negation if he didn't lose the rap battle? Or defamation? I'm not sure.
Well, no, he wouldn't be suing because it wouldn't affect he would have probably got more money.
Right.
The reason he's doing it because it affected the bottom line. So that's why he's doing it. My curiosity is there a certain point where he'll stop because his lawyer fees I know they're getting up there. These people aren't working for free. So at a certain point, it's just like, how much is this costing me?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's where it's going to go because as I've said on a lot of platforms, including Culture United and the Third Verse and any other platform I have been on, this is a no-win situation. You're not allowed to win. It's just it affects the business too much if he won. I'm going in there. Somebody talks something about me. It's like it's going down. If he wins this battle, then 50 could turn around and sue all of T.I.'s kids for the things that they said about him in the song. Or T.I. can sue 50 for what he said about in his song. It's just like this has been dissing each other on songs and rap songs is just it's like, it's part of it's like rhyming. It's since the beginning of it. And so yeah, he's not gonna win.
Mika Red, shout out to Mika Red. She says, if Drake doesn't care about hip hop, then why the hell are you planning to play his album on stream? We shouldn't care about his ass either. People will listen, so you're playing it, but you could set the example.
Okay, so let me answer this question because they're not going to answer it. Because this is just my observation. I'm going to be completely transparent. Justin probably don't want me to say this, but this is just my observation since I've had a podcast here with my illustrious guests here. When we talk about things that y'all don't care about, y'all don't watch it. We put something up there. Y'all not just watching it because of us right now. A lot of people watching it because of the things that we talk about. Y'all want to hear us talk about these things. And the numbers matter to us because we're trying to turn this thing into something bigger than what it is. So if we could sit around and have conversations about La Russell, Ice Spice, and whoever else is doing things, and have political conversations about the state of hip hop, and if Mos Def is gonna drop an album, or Talib Kweli just did it, well, he talked to such and such Killer Mike on the podcast. If we could sit around and talk about that, we would do that. But it's the same reason why the Lakers, the Cowboys, and LeBron, that's all you hear when you turn on ESPN. The Dodgers and the Yankees. It's just the game we in. And if you're going to be in the game, you got to be in the game. So, unfortunately, we in the game. And we trying to win. And what you want to do is have people like us at the top of this shit because you're more likely to get some of those other subjects in there because we understand how important it is. But to get to where we need to be, we got to play the game.
And another thing that I think is evolving, right before all of our experience, is declining conversion rates. I'm not sure how direct the conversion is for people who are reacting to the music. I think there's a lot of people who will watch a reactor, but won't necessarily go and listen to the album on their own. So I'm not sure what environment we're in with that. I know that there's a lot of social media platforms you can post all day about what you got going on. Nobody's going to click that link. I'm not even sure the algorithm even pushes certain things, right? So I understand, the idea. You guys know where I'm coming from with it. I literally am someone who's been documenting culture for 20 years at this point, right? So that's not going to stop with me. Now, I understand the difference between talking about something, oh, now you're playing the music. Like, why would you even go that far? And I don't think that sharing it is where things, I don't think this conversation stops with the fact that you're talking about something. I think if you are sharing critical analysis on something, that also can have a major impact because you're adding that perspective to people who are going to hear about this somewhere else regardless. You know what I mean? So there is the opportunity to actually impact someone's point of view on something by talking about it. Like certain things I don't think are necessarily, it's not necessarily the best thing to do I don't think that not talking about something necessarily sets the example that reflexes might make us feel sometimes,
What you think, DJ?
I just think it's such a major part of the conversation of everything that's going on to play the album and hear where, for whatever opinion you have on it. Like, I don't know what not playing the album accomplishes. We're saying that we're boycotting Drake 100. Everybody knows how much one stream is worth these days, right? What do you get? 1/8 of a millionth of a penny? To have a conversation just to kind of hear where he's at and where there's no way it's not one of the more interesting topics that exists. That's where I stand. I'm very interested. Doesn't mean I'm a fan, not a fan, whatever. I just want to hear what it is.
What else is going on in hip hop right now?
Right.
That people are talking about. Kendrick's not putting out any music right now. I'm saying as far as that the general public would be attached to.
Well, here is one thing that I always have the perspective on this, just again from my point of view as a journalist, right? Journalists also make the news, right? We all have the opportunity to make the news, so we don't necessarily have to follow the viral trends. I mean, when I put out that piece promoting the show that we had Ali on, the scripted piece, right? When DJ was talking about the video for swimming pools and what happened with it, DJ made.
You mean Women We the Weather?
Women, my bad. Yeah,
the other one, not Swimming.
Yeah, there you go. My bad. Women We the Weather. DJ made the news, right? That wasn't necessarily based off of what other people were talking about. Now, sure, this is a person that has virality to it, but this is making the news, right? When Stat was talking about the other day on the week on Culture United, how he regrets his raps, right? That makes the news. I've seen a lot of people who cover that at this point. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that we do on a regular basis that make the news, and so that's the other side of this argument. Now, whether or not you want to miss certain conversations, it's like being in sports and not talking about the Super Bowl. I don't understand how you can do that.
Right.
And
that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah,
you speak better than I do. That's kind of what I meant.
Right. Like there's just certain things that are malpractice to the practice. Now, if you want, and to me, and to me, I understand 100% where people are coming from, but also a lot of people aren't coming from that point of view too. And I think that there's an opportunity to share that perspective with those people through the medium in which they're interested. You might repel a lot of people. Maybe your retention time on the video might not be that high. Your click-through rate might be low once Drake fans find out it's not Drake positive, for example. But some people will stay, But, you can't be an NBA beat reporter and just skip out on the playoffs.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Mika Red. K-Way says, naming your album Iceman is a middle finger to every American, especially those of us in blue cities. I live in San Diego, and ice is still terrorizing us. I'm with you, 100% on that. Mika Red says, DJ, at the end of the day, I don't think he cares. So with everyone agreeing, can we also agree that we won't play the album? Please stand for hip-hop. I'm begging, stand for hip-hop.
Mika, listen, I'm jumping in single-handedly. Mika, I'm jumping in for DJ. We're gonna play the album, Mika.
Yeah,
we're gonna listen. We have a journalistic responsibility, and we work in the business. We have to know what's going on. Did you hear the Drake album? No, I didn't listen to that. Really? No, that doesn't even sound right.
Yeah,
It's like you said, reporting on the NBA and say, you know what, we're gonna skip the playoffs this time. We ain't gonna talk about
I don't like the teams.
it.
Right, because here's what people will do with that. I remember a few years ago, Fantano with Vultures came out. You know, he had a fundamental issue with some of the things Kanye was talking about on the Vultures project. And so what he did was make a video about, he gave the album a 0 and made a video about why he wasn't giving it a review. Now, he doesn't play the music in his reviews, so it's not that, you know, but he is still giving his opinion on it, right? So, and I'm not trying to throw shots at Fantano by any means when it comes to this, but you're still making content and commentary around something. you're putting out content with your point of view on the topic. At the same time, you're saying this isn't worth listening to, right? And I'm not just putting that on Fantano, because I see a lot of people do that. I see people in sports do that. You know, people say, you know, I don't support anything that the Atlanta Hawks Magic City got going on. This is the dirtiest thing ever, should never exist, right? But they're still talking about this thing that they disagree with and is dirty and that shouldn't exist, right? Because that is part of the fiduciary responsibility they have to their profession and to their audience. So, oh wait, my bad. Here's the Russell. Oh, K-Way for Real says, the Russell got to disappear and come back with common sense and adult clothing. No more Crocs, pajamas, and bubble coats. Get a fade and grow up.
And grow up. That's funny.
Oh, gosh, that's funny. We got Shy Nose who says, who could come up with a credible top 10?
A credible top 10? Like, who can? I think any top 10 you come with, somebody gonna have something to say. So it's like, it's tough with that. People gonna have a problem. It's that they make those lists for people to get upset.
It's rage bait. All those are rage baits. Like I
learned that a long
It depends
time ago.
on, I mean, because there's so many different rules and everybody's gonna have their own criteria. So unless it's 100% stat based and you're basing it on like charts where people can put numbers to things and have an argument, there's no real, like, it's all opinion based. So
I saw a list recently. Oh, what list was that we looked at? We looked at some lists. Oh, we looked at Rakim's top 10. It wasn't Rakim's top 10, but Rakim shared a top 10 on Culture United last week or 2 weeks ago. And I think we all agreed on it.
No, I didn't agree because Nicki Minaj. Remember I said Nicki Minaj should be in the top 10.
I think we all agreed that it was credible.
Yeah, it was one of the better lists, but I still think to not have. I don't like when women aren't represented in rap. I just don't like it.
Right.
Like, you just gonna get rid of, like, and to say out of all these rappers we don't have a woman that's in the top 10, I'm not feeling that. There was no Lauryn Hill, there was no Nicki. Like, come on, you can't do that. And I know Lauryn had one album, I don't want to hear it, but like, you gotta have at least put Nicki in there. If you're not gonna put Lauryn in, you gotta put Nicki in, regardless of how you. We're not feeling Nicki now. This is a fact. This is a general consensus. Hey guys, this ain't about her now. I'm just talking about over the career and what she's done. You gotta have either Lauryn or Nicki in the top 10. You can't do that. And if Cardi B continues on this trajectory, she would be top 10 to me. You know what I'm saying? She keeps doing what she's doing. She's one of the few people that dropped an album that's performing songs. Don Toliver too. That's performing songs at the end of the set that's on the actual album. That is phenomenal. That's the whole point of it. Everybody else put an album out. They don't even perform none of the records from the new album. They still going back to the old shit. So shout out to Cardi.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if credible exists in a product solely based off preference.
yeah, it's like an opinion based business. Like, it's just
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I think once you start looking at sales and things like that, you know, like the American Music Awards, right? That is a voting awards. They are advertising how, hey, you got bonus day. You vote today, you get 5 votes for your favorite person.
It's
you
like,
know what I mean? Like,
it's like the things online where you win the cutest baby or whatever.
Right.
You can vote up to 25 times today in the last day. Yeah.
Right. So, Shy Nose again says, most Drake streamer affiliates are MAGA Red Pill. And that is part of why I don't pay attention to Drake fans who try to gaslight me and say because there's no evidence of what he supports or what he doesn't support. His business ties the companies he's partnered in were thanked by the administration during their victory party. Okay, like if you're in business with somebody, whether you like them or not, to me has an impact on your relationship with them. And I don't think that you can even avoid that, because most of the people are in that same funnel, which is there for one particular reason, which is to advance, in my opinion, a bastardized idea of free speech, right? That is why people go to Kick, so you can say whatever you want, right? And it's being pushed by the same people who have been pushing this idea that, you know, everything is the same, you know, and that's just not the case.
Hey, Justin, you know I'm not into politics, but I'm just asking a question. So let's just that's not even say it's me. Just say said person, right? Give me a company that's totally a MAGA company. Oh, let's just say Trump,
Happy Dad.
Trump corporate. Happy Dad, okay?
Yeah, no
So
boys. There you go.
Okay, so a said person, let's say somebody you cool with, right? And they go get a deal. They're not like well off, but they go get a deal with Happy Dad, and it's a life changing deal. And this is somebody you cool with. Are you gonna look at them differently because they took that deal? You personally, it's somebody you know.
Yeah, I definitely would look differently, but I wouldn't necessarily base my friendship on that, though. That's the difference. Like I'm like, you know, sometimes you watch your friends do something that, you know, you don't agree with, but it doesn't necessarily kill your friendship, right? Them taking a deal like that would be like that for me. Now, if that deal required them to turn on a microphone and dehumanize me and people in my community, now we got a problem. But if you just got some product in the background and you talk about like the stuff you normally talk about, that's a different kind of thing.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Justin, and it's two of us, which the three. I want everybody to know if Happy Dad offer us $1 billion, Justin's gonna be outvoted.
I'm outvoted. Yeah.
Justin can fight, scream, and kick all he want, but we gonna take that $1 billion. He gonna be mad with plenty of money in his bank account because me and DJ are gonna vote and take that bread. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't rock with Happy Dad, but it sure is delicious. Ooh, this Happy Dad drink is so good. Get you some.
Look at that. Feel the taste of the Confederacy.
Ooh, I can just taste the racism. Good. Isn't it good?
That's great.
You guys are absurd.
What we talking about?
We got K-Way for real says, my last thought, I firmly believe we need a posse cut. In a perfect world, I'd have Kendrick, Rhapsody, Nas, and Lil Sims on the remake of Self-Destruction. Hey, look
K-Way.
Generationally tight. I like that.
Yeah, that'll be tight, K-Way, but it would go, you know what? Kendrick has a way of selling lots of records and still being truly hip hop. So I can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Because and Nas has been definitely successful over his career. Just a Nas and Kendrick record period would be just very
it'd be amazing.
Interesting, and I'm just very surprised that hasn't happened, considering that they both managed by Anthony. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, and they align together. What? Why you say that?
I'm sorry. I'm looking in the chat. I see something. I can't help.
What did they say? Tell me. I want to know.
I'm just looking at something else K-Way said me and you should speak over the whole Drake album like a Clue mixtape to compromise. Like that could be our just blurt shit out in the middle of every verse.
New Drake
and Clue, my guy. You know, we had neighboring offices that he was 28 years. That's my boy, 30 years. So I'm like, you know. What we should do? Just caught my eye randomly. So
you know what we should do on an episode? We should have Clue and Who Kid together and just talk about the impact of mixtapes over there.
And have them just yelling over us talking the whole time? Just like
anytime just have their drops all over us. No, we should actually have their drops, and every time they start saying something, we put their drop.
We just drop their drops on them.
We drop on their interview, see how they handle it.
They would do it. I talked to Lucas about it, but I can't imagine Clue wouldn't come on. Like, I mean,
I just think it would be dope just to talk about, because that's just such a lost time, like mixtapes, you know.
Hey, and that is a great example of making the news. You know what I mean? That is something that shifts the conversation to what everybody's talking about. It's those kind of things, you know.
You're right. And once we have a bunch of K-Ways and and Hummus and MZ Hummus and a bunch of people that just look at us because they like us, we'll be making the news all the time. We'll actually have shows that we don't sit up here and talk about the Cowboys, the LeBron James, the Lakers all the time. But right
Yeah,
now,
we'll just talk about your belt buckles and stuff like that. It'll be way
exactly.
better.
But right now,
spinning A hats.
exactly. Right now, Iceman, May 15th. Yeah. Ooh, what did Kendrick say? Ooh, what did Baby King say? Oh, no. What? Hold on, wait a minute. What did Drake say?
Shout out to LL Biddy One says Drake's attention-seeking sociopathy and greed are symptoms of his maladapted malignancy. He's willing to harm anyone when he doesn't get his way. His behavior is detrimental and disgusting.
Oh, he said 2 snaps up. apparently he does not. He's not a Drake fan.
I mean,
Man, people hate this dude with a passion.
Yeah.
Hate. Like, it's crazy.
look what he's out here doing. Look at this lawsuit. Whatever people felt before this lawsuit, in my mind, whatever people felt, hey, it's people's opinions, right?
Justin.
With this lawsuit at stake, there's no cover I can provide for that.
There's a rapper
There's
that we haven't even talked about it, but I'm gonna say there's a rapper that's in prison right now that's accused of doing something of unaliving a 14-year-old girl. He needs all the vitriol he got for that tweet. We need to be talking about David like that. That's what we need to be talking about. This guy put that girl in a Tesla. This guy is terrible. That guy is awful.
One, I don't think that you can only talk about one thing. I think people are having both conversations. Two, he's in jail. He is caught. He's in prison, and he's at a point where he can get, and he will face the opportunity to face justice.
Kill him.
But
Forks in his eyes.
In the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, oh man, you ever see a bird outside your window? You think it's in a window for a second? Ooh, how'd the bird get in here? It's outside though. But
crow metaphor.
But I don't think that the whataboutism works with stuff like that. I'm not trying to marginalize or minimize by saying whataboutism, because I do think we talk about that a lot too. Like especially stuff like David, like that is a story that people have covered extensively, right? I've talked about it on my channel. I haven't talked about this latest round on my channel, not yet, but like that is another example of something that people do talk about quite a bit. We do talk about predators. Particularly over the past, this since the Me Too movement. For the past 10 years, predators have been a regular part of people's conversation.
I hope they put him on the wing of the prison where he's passed around like a common cold in there. Okay? Sure. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Right, because look, to me, there's more than one different types of scourge in the world. And so I'm not faulting people for, talking about the things that they're most passionate about.
I feel you. I just haven't seen
what's
nobody.
Omar saying? Everything can't be everybody's ministry.
I'm just saying I haven't gotten I haven't seen it. Maybe because we haven't put it out there in the clips or whatever. I haven't gotten people outraged about that situation with like popping up on the screen. Maybe we haven't highlighted it or whatever, but that situation is completely outrageous. I'm talking about the third verse.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think if we have anything in the vault on that.
I think we talked about it in the vault, but we didn't put anything out on it. So I just want to say, which is abundantly clear about who we are as men and human beings. We want the worst to happen to David if he's convicted of the crime that he did.
Right.
We would like for his toenails to be plucked off individually, one at a time, with no anesthesia. We would like for his eyebrows to be pulled back one at a time. We would like for all his nose hairs to be plucked individually. And then we would like for forks to be stuck in both of his ears to pop his eardrums. And he just feels it at one time. We want his chest cut open. And we want to tie him in the middle of the 405 expressway and be ran over by 18-wheelers consecutively until you don't see him, until he's roadkill. And then bring him back alive and do it again. Like that's what we want.
Today is the preliminary hearing for David, and I have a source who sent me something yesterday that I just thought was kind of crazy. And so they said that that this was late last night. I got this, and it said David's preliminary hearing is tomorrow, which is today, and the defense doesn't have any evidence yet. They said they've never seen anything like that before. The prosecutors said they have 40 terabytes of evidence. That's like 2,000 rooms of stuff on him. All they have is her cause of death report. So he is walking into this situation, if this is true, which this is true because this person is always very accurate. He's walking into that situation very unprepared. And then they sent me a graphic that has a sketch drawing of Celeste's autopsy. And so, you know, it is pretty horrific to look at. I'm not going to post it here, but he cut her, based on this, he cut her multiple places as part of, you know, when he was committing the deviance, or even worse than that, you know what I'm saying? So,
where's John Wick when you need him? John Wick! We need John Wick. We need the dude from the Matrix, Neo, John Wick, Denzel Washington when he played that one role. What's the one he was? We need the transporter. We need the blood sport. We need all the middle-aged white men that kill people when they do something wrong in the movies. that chase people down, and we believe that this 55-year-old man is beating up these 20-year-olds. We need all of them to come together, go to where David's at, and collectively whoop his ass till he's unalive. That's what I want.
And he's in custody. You know, and there are certain situations to me that once the person's in custody or they're in a position where they're facing justice, that is what's supposed to happen. You know, and so, and that to me is not, generally speaking, those to me aren't examples necessarily of people not taking these type of crimes seriously. Like, you know, they're in jail. People around them let them know what happened. Information was shared, and hopefully he'll be prosecuted or he'll be found guilty, you know. But that David situation is ugly.
That's so crazy.
K-Way for real. Shout out South Park Seafood and Voodoo Donuts in
I
Portland.
don't even know.
That's Portland shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Voodoo
wow.
Donuts is great. I love their bacon maple bars.
Yeah, the bacon maple bars are crazy.
Yeah.
What's a bacon maple bar? I want to know.
It's like a rectangular shaped donut.
Yeah,
with
it's like a
maple icing on top, and then they
Yeah.
put
And
pieces
bacon
of
is
bacon
in
on
it?
top of it. It's amazing. Yeah,
With
it's crazy.
bacon?
Yes.
On a donut?
Yes. You got two people sitting right here who are like, nah, this is amazing.
yeah.
No, it's like them
And
people
you
that
are
put
the
a burger.
you are the other person, so that already puts it
Right.
way in the back.
Right.
I'm just saying. Dog.
Right.
So I'm weird to think that you put bacon on a donut.
I thought it was weird till I tried
Yeah,
it.
I mean, like,
Changed my whole
think
mind.
about it. Like, yeah, but like we've eaten it. I promise you,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Is
You know
it-
what
is it-
it's like when you get bacon eggs. It's like when you get like pancakes and bacon,
Oh,
and then like the
okay.
syrup gets in the bacon,
Yeah.
and it still tastes good.
I'm rocking with you. Talk your
Yeah.
shit now, because I do
Yeah.
love when there was syrup on the
Yeah,
bacon.
let's hear
Right.
it. Plates like that
Right.
shit. Is, yeah.
Yeah, you got me
That's what it
convinced. You
is.
did that. You did that, black man. Power to the people, because the people need power.
You are.
That is funny. We got Shy Nose right here. She says, "How can rap be more chart successful? No big three. What's the game missing? I think is perhaps a translation. What she's saying.
The songs,
Yeah.
hit songs are undefeated. A smash, you can't stop it. So that's what's happening. Creativity is at an all-time low because the creatives are spending their time doing something else other than writing records. That's my opinion. Go ahead, DJ.
Chasing quick hits, chasing quick like sound bites as opposed to song creation and taking time collaboration wise. And with, you know, it's just obviously not happening by the results. It's not an opinion. But yeah.
You know, I asked LMBK this last night in the second show on Culture United last night, and I said, what do you think it is about what the women are doing that makes it seem as if they're having more success, right? We got Cardi B and her tour. You have Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, YK Nice, Pluto, you know.
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. Yeah, for both of you guys, what do you see that the women are doing that perhaps the men should do more? Is it just as simple as make records?
Making better songs.
Yeah. Just catchier
And making
songs.
better
less-
songs. The catchier song.
Yeah, it's really all it is. They were all catchier songs.
L and BK was it BK or L? I can't remember which one said this, but one of them was like, you know, if you really look at what's happening with the men, and they quoted Meg Thee Stallion. They said, "All y'all money go to your dealer."
Oof.
So many of the men. That was a bar when she said that last night.
And then also, I think honestly, I think I think the overall culture of music is tired of degrading. Just some men degrading women in songs. We're tired of that shit. And I think women are uplifting themselves at a place where we didn't really hear that, and putting themselves in that powerful position, and it's empowering to hear that. And so they're women are being in that position of power. I think it's absolutely incredible. I think it's great. I think it's great for music. I'm tired of getting a song. And she ain't shit. And I did this to her, and I did that, and I pimped the bitch. Hey man, you ain't doing all that. Every man know, men, we love women. We get on these songs talking about, oh, we don't love these hoes. We do love. I mean, we're not. This is something that was cut out. We're not doing that. We love women. So this idea when you hear a rap song, these guys be going in there women and being degrading, but then they got a woman in their life that they giving their whole paycheck to. They're not keeping it real. And so I think that's another thing. A lot of the women are talking about things. This is really what they're going through, and we can actually see it. So, I think it's dope for the ladies, man. I stopped myself because I felt I was going down a place where we cut a segment out. So I stopped myself mid talking.
You're getting a little too colloquial for the algorithm.
Exactly. That's what you call self-awareness right there, people. Right. That's me being self-aware of some of the things that I might say that could be taken the wrong way. You know what I mean? Because you guys don't know me personally, and you're getting to know me, and I don't mean any harm by the things that I say. I'm just talking.
Word up. We got this one from LL Biddy. Drake's bottom line is the exact reason why he will end up like Citizen Kane. Also, side note, how much a dollar costs?
Love that. I don't think he's going to end up like Citizen Kane. I think Drake will go down as a legend, as one of the most successful guys in the genre. Unfortunately, I don't agree with that statement about him. He has done enough now to where he'll always be remembered when you talk about rap. He made himself legendary.
One thing you're very consistent about is talking about how, regardless of what happens with this lawsuit, they're going to get Drake.
Oh, for sure.
Now, however they get Drake, not to say potentially they do. They go get Drake, right? Mm-hmm. Do they get Drake in a way that affects his legacy?
Listen, do we still love Mike? We about to watch the Michael Jackson movie. They got him too. They got him. They continue to get him. Listen, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Is Drake as beloved as Michael Jackson?
In some circles, he is. Not by me.
But
in some circles, he is. You see how it was people out there licking the ice, dog. It was grown people out there licking ice, bro.
They did a number on Michael Jackson, like they had this man looking crazy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
some wild things.
But what I'm saying to you is, he's still Mike, though. That's the point I'm trying to make. He's still Mike he's still iconic and legendary. Same thing, dog.
Well, here. Let me push back for a second. I don't want to cut you off. But
go ahead.
There's two very distinct things, right? One, Michael Jackson made music for everybody, right? And, the impact of his willingness to talk about different things in his catalog, I think, resonates with a lot of people around the world. And two, there wasn't social media when they tried to hit him with all that stuff with kids. He wasn't in a social media environment. It wasn't a post-Me Too environment. It wasn't all these things that Drake is claiming in this lawsuit. Now, I don't know what you have in mind when it comes to when they get Drake or whatever, if they get Drake, but from a conversation, from a pure conjecture standpoint, let's say they try to get Drake in a way that sounds very Meet the Grams. The embassy's about to get raided too. It's only a matter of time, right? Mm-hmm. Has what Drake accomplished enough to survive something like that in 2026?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because you're looking at it from a standpoint if people like him. I'm talking about being polarizing to where he's remembered. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
a
he'll
lot
always
of.
be remembered. Yeah, I
So
know.
that's my
okay,
point.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm
he's
not.
past that threshold. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's past
he'll
that.
always be remembered.
It's like it doesn't. Kanye has said some terrible things, right? But you can't get rid of the catalog regardless of what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm telling you. But getting him, he's gonna get got, and it's gonna be something that we're gonna think is terrible. But and it's still.
Yeah, you can't.
But he go ahead.
Yeah, can you tell the story of rap without him? Like, I mean, there's a big part of like.
I definitely agree with you guys there. I just think about this differently because I
Yeah.
think that R. Kelly, we've seen R. Kelly, we've seen Bill Cosby, we've seen people get hit with certain things that completely alters their reputation, you know. And to be clear, I'm not putting this on Drake, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about what, you know, one of the things that Drake, UMG filed, actually I think the last filing before Judge Vargas made her ruling, in there it said, we plan to use headlines, documents, and reporting about Drake's relationship with young people in this trial. Like they literally submitted that, right? And so what I mean is, I don't know if the conversation about whether he will be remembered, of course, right? But I thought the conversation was more could his reputation like survive something like that? And I'm not sure if anybody's could in this environment.
Yeah,
if you have a machine that is over here helping to push that narrative like they did with Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson didn't have social media.
No.
At the same time.
There are those are two very distinct conversations we're having. Like, right. I mean, like, it's like, you know, even talking about R. Kelly, like you could talk about R. Kelly all you want. It definitely destroyed his reputation. But if you put out a top 10 greatest male R&B singers of all time list and he's not on it, the list isn't really valid.
But
like, so you know what I mean?
I bet you that list exists. Let's see. I mean, look, I understand what you said. It's not valid, but I wonder how common that is right now. Let's see.
It's not valid it's not valid if it exists.
Yeah, like it's not like okay. Cool.
It's not
so
even
like,
a question.
Like that has nothing to do with singing. You know what I mean?
Here's a Billboard list from 2025. Let's see if R. Kelly's on this. Let's see where they put R. Kelly.
It's some terrible people on that list and what they've done.
And they got R. Kelly at 9, so they included him.
That's what I mean. Like he'd probably be higher otherwise, but still.
Right.
Like,
he was supposed to be our Celine Dion, man.
Yeah.
I mean, is James Brown on that list? These people did horrible shit in their personal life. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys that done some messed up. You know, they ain't had camera phones back then, Justin. It was wild.
Yo.
They was
I know
wild.
Every day Michael Jordan's like, thank you. I know he was a terrible person. There's nothing that tells me Michael Jordan wasn't a terrible person in the 80s and 90s.
You know that James Brown story?
Which one?
So James Brown, it was an artist. I think he played in his band or whatever. James Brown slept with his wife. Y'all can look this up. Then the dude made a record about it, like talking about how, because it not just slept with him, they had like a relationship. James Brown went to the show, shot up the boy's show. You mad at him for making a song, but you were sleeping with his wife. Y'all can look that up. Some stories about the old school. These guys were out here wilding back in the day. You know what I mean? No accountability.
There was no cameras. I mean, even just the number of people, regular no-name people who would just go missing every year. Like just the fact that someone could just disappear. You know, people get kidnapped, brought into the woods in the Pacific Northwest. You never hear from them. That happened all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
The way that the Inquirer would report on JonBenet Ramsey or whatever blonde curly-head girls on the milk carton, like that used to be like a weekly thing. Brand new person just disappeared, you know, even away from the headlines.
Listen,
that's how many cell phones and cameras there weren't.
Justin, how many of them super dupers we got left? Because let's get them out the way because it's about to be 3 hours. I'm getting off of here.
we have four more. So you're talking.
Let's do the super dupers and we're gonna go about our super duper day.
It's almost Stat's bedtime. It's almost 10 a.m.
I mean, he's been up what 7 hours right now. Can't Wait For Real says, okay, Stat and DJ, how about y'all just talk over the album like Clue?
That's the one I saw. Yeah.
Just blur shit out in the middle of the verse and cut the song short. Compromise.
Oh my god,
that's funny.
That's the one I caught in the corner of my
I bet you K-Way
Okay.
talk about that album on this project.
Wait,
on his,
K-Way goes crazy right here, Stat. You're gonna love this. Justin, read this one.
Stat, I told Justin yesterday I'd rather get bit by a mosquito that flew out of Magic Johnson's mouth than to listen to or support Drake. I really mean it. That was one of the funniest things I'd seen.
I was like that.
yesterday.
That's the other one. I was like, I'm gonna wait for Justin to say that because I read it and I was like, what the hell?
Ooh. Magic Johnson, one of DJ's favorite people.
That's just so funny.
I just read that. I was like, what on earth?
My listening library YouTube says my issue with Drake is he's been trying to use his influence to benefit himself without caring how it affects future artists and the genre. David's content went quiet because David wasn't talking. Drake won't shut up.
Are we
Comparing those?
Are we like defending David here? What's going on? Something got weird. What's going on?
I think they're sharing the perspective. You know?
Well, I think David is worse than Drake. I'm just gonna say that, guy. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just gonna say what David did is worse than Drake. Can we agree on that? Can we say that if David did what he said he did to that 14-year-old that he was dealing with for 3 years, that means 11. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not that good at math, but that means this thing started when this young lady was 11. I don't know if you've been around an 11-year-old. I don't know if you a 14-year-old at that. You know, are we gonna compare? Let's move on. Love to you. I know that's not what you're trying to do, so I want to put that jacket on you. Love, thank you for listening, and we appreciate you.
And here's the last one we have from Spock the Doc says, if Drake disses on the album with Will K. Dot, respond.
I hope he does.
I hope so.
God,
Yeah, that's the answer.
I hope he does.
I hope he does. I really, if I'm okay, I told Justin this, and I'm gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Y'all can close out. The people are only interested in that, and as I'm saying, give the people what they want. Give the people what they want to see. They want to see it, Drake. Don't give up. Fight back. Please, I hope you go in. And me knowing, listening to his catalog, he's very petty with raps. So it's going to be difficult for him to do an album where he doesn't talk about it. Because it's not a case where someone's told him not to say nothing. And being based on the rollout where he has a picture of Pinocchio with his line to it, he's essentially calling Kendrick Pinocchio. I think he's going to do that. So there you have it.
Word up. You guys have any last words you want to leave people with?
2 more losses and KD's out.
Another person DJ doesn't like.
That's one of the craziest stats I've seen. It said KD hasn't won a playoff series without Steph Curry since 2013. Is that? I see that right?
Please don't do this. Me and DJ had this.
No, they won once. The Suns won 1 series, and the Nets won 1 series.
Justin,
they won a couple.
That's terrible.
Me and DJ had this whole phone battle about who's better, Kawhi Leonard or Kevin Durant.
It wasn't as simple as that, but yeah, I understand the concept. I'm just saying Kawhi's getting all this flack since his Toronto thing, which he deserves for not winning. But everybody talks so incredibly about Kevin Durant, who's gone to 3 teams, has been even more unsuccessful. So but nobody talks about that. That was where the argument started. But it's a fact. He's never made it out of the second round in 8 years on 3 different teams with superstars on each team. But whatever. That's for next week when he's eliminated and he can come on with us.
I'm with it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
We appreciate y'all for joining. We'll be back next week, Tuesday at 7 a.m. and then Thursday at 7. No, excuse me. No, yeah. Is it 7? Yeah, 7, right?
7 to 7.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Have a great day. Crowed up.
Reverse.
Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see, the place you all need to be, the place you can't leave, the seed that plants seeds, the place you allowed to talk free. Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see, The place you all need to be.
third person.
The place you can't leave. The seed that plants seeds. The place you allowed to talk free.